Hey, what is going on, y'all? Happy Saturday. Hey, y'all. It's singles night. Where are my singles at? Listen, it's for the couples too. We're going to have some fun tonight. We are switching things up tonight. First off. Hold up. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. You already know who it is. It's your girl, Sammy, and you are now watching Just Call Me Sammy. Shout out to my girl, Ange, in the building. Hey, boo. What's going on? Happy Saturday. Hey, Lucky. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Share this live. Please let everybody know we are here. We are in the building. I was trying to find a good song for us to play, but listen. I couldn't get I wanted something up tempo, something about love, something to just get us hype and get us in the mood, but I couldn't think of anything at the last minute, but it's all good. We are here. We are here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Please make sure you smash that like, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. So we of course have an open panel tonight. We are looking for anybody who wants to participate in our speed dating. And if not, we are going to be doing dating debates, you guys. We are going to be talking about, you know, our dating styles and what we like, what we don't like. We're going to get into a few things, you guys. I'm excited about tonight. We're going to have some fun. I want to shout you guys out for an amazing week of just conversation. And we've been getting into some things with our relationship topics, and it's been absolutely amazing. So shout out to everyone who has participated, who hit the panel and shared their stories and shared their perspectives. It has been amazing where grown people can just come together, have a conversation. We may not always agree, but at the end of the day, we're not, screaming and yelling and trying to make a point and trying to be right. We hear each other out and we move on. So it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Maria 2 times in the building. Hey, boo. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. So let me get my stuff pulled up. We're going to get into some dating debating, you guys. We are going to have a dating debate tonight. And if anybody wants to come up and do their introduction, we are still doing our speed dating, but we're mixing it up and we're incorporating some dating conversation in tonight as well. So I'm super excited. Let me go ahead and hold on. Hey y'all. So it is singles night, you guys. Grab your drinks, grab your cocktails, grab your snacks. Listen, get comfy. Let's chill. You are now rocking with your girl. And listen, we're going to do speed dating, dating debates, mystery matches, and it's an open singles panel. So let me drop the link. And if anybody wants to come up, listen, y'all, you guys are welcome. It's kind of a free for all. Whatever you guys want to talk about tonight, you are more than welcome. This is just for us to chill, kick back, and talk about some things. So the link is dropped. Shout out to you guys. Let me get my stuff pulled up so we can get into the things of the things and all the things. Okay, so bear with me. Okay. Let me see, because all right, you guys. So So welcome. Hey Nathan, welcome back. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Nathan was in the building last night. Nathan, I hope you had a good time, Nathan. We had a time on last night. Shout out to you. Tonight we are turning Saturday nights into singles night live. We will still be making connections, but now we're adding live speed dating, dating debates, red flag or deal breaker, mystery matches. It's an open singles panel and possibly some audience matchmaking. All right. So now it was stressful. It got a little crazy. It got a little crazy. We had some, just some interesting participants last night. But we had a good time nonetheless. For the most part, it was a great conversation. Definitely a much needed conversation. And yeah. So I want to know, guys, let's sound off. First question of the night. Let's debate. Let's debate, you guys. You ready? I need y'all trigger fingers ready. I need y'all to participate in the chat. Let's go. The first question is, who should pay on the first date? Let's go. I need to know who should pay on the first date. Should it be the guy? Should it be the girl? Should it be the person who invited them out? Who should pay on the first date? Let me hear what you guys think. Sound off in the chat. Let's go. It is dating debates tonight with Sammy. Okay, Maria said whoever asks. Come on, y'all. We are getting into the things of the things. I want to know what you guys like, what you don't like, what you're into. Who should pay on the first date, y'all? All right, hold on. Let me make sure. So, is the person who asked responsible for paying, or should the man automatically pay? All right. So, we could do it this way too, you guys. One in the chat if you think the person who asked is responsible for paying, or two if the guy should automatically pay on a date. One if the person who asked should pay, two if the man should automatically pay when you guys go out on a date. And we're going to get into this, y'all, because there is some very big topics around this topic. So we're not done with just this question. Okay, and I am going to put up a poll. So bear with me while you guys are answering that question. Hold on, let me jump in the back. I have a poll. Hold on. Let me throw this poll up. So while we are having this conversation, I want y'all to hold on. Where's my studio at? All right, so right now, you guys, those of you guys that are coming into the building, we are asking who should pay on the first date, you guys. Let me know. Sound off in the chat. I want you to put a 1 in the chat if you think the person who asked you out on a date should pay, or if the guy should automatically pay for the date. 1 in the chat if the person who asked should pay, or if it's automatically the man's responsibility to pay for the date. And I'm getting ready to drop a poll. You guys bear with me. Y'all know we love a good poll around these parts. Okay, hold on. Oh my goodness. My phone is doing that weird thing. Okay, here we go. Hey y'all, what's up everybody? I'm about to get back in the chat and see what y'all saying. Let me put this poll up real quick. Real quick. Okay, so the poll question is, would you go on a second date with someone who asked you to split the first date bill? Yes or no? Start the poll. Y'all sound off on the poll, and y'all let me know in the chat. Um, okay, so Nathan said he always pays, but nowadays maybe the person who asks. Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. Super All right, but I'm in school, so I'm old school. Okay, period. Let's bring that old school back. Yes, let's bring that old school traditional man. Let's go. Hey sis, what's up? Shout out to Swirl Gang in the building. Okay, you said I think they should go Dutch first date. So what's Dutch? What okay, hold on. Hold on. What does going Dutch mean? Cause I like to be knowledgeable, okay? Hold on. What does going Dutch mean? Look, it came right up. Going Dutch means that each person in a group pays for their own expenses, food, or ticket rather than one person paying for everyone. Okay. So my girl Swirl thinks that, each person should pay for their own. Dutch is probably the right response nowadays. Um, okay, let me see what else. Okay, so one is if the person who asks pays. Two, the man should always pay. Okay, Lucky said two. Option three, going Dutch. Okay, we added a number three. If you think, okay, so third option is going Dutch. One, if the person who asks pays. Two, if the man should always pay. Or three, if you should go Dutch, means splitting the bill or paying for your own shit. It also matters where we going for a date. Inexpensive place, expensive place. Things can get messy with the wrong person. Interesting perspective. 50-50 is Dutch. Okay. They each pay. Okay, listen, I like to look things up, y'all. I just like to. I got you. I know I heard it before. I just like to. Yeah, shout out to Lucky in the building. Okay. Y'all sound off on the poll. Y'all make sure y'all sound off on the poll as well. Okay, let me see. Y'all make sure y'all vote. Oh, we got some votes. Okay, I'm gonna keep the poll up for a little bit because I have another part to this question, you guys. Honestly, you guys are split. Y'all are split AF, okay? I didn't get a straight answer from none of you. Some of you guys said the person who asked should pay. Some of y'all said the man should pay. And some of y'all are now talking about going Dutch, child. Okay, so listen. Now, let me ask y'all this because let me tell y'all something. When I go out, I want to have a good time. And honestly, I feel like when you're at the table and y'all are sitting there trying to decide, well, who's going to pay, that shit is tacky. Let me know what y'all think. That is so tacky. On a date, you should be having fun. That should be the last thing that either person should, like, you shouldn't even be going on a date if you financially cannot take care of it. I want to know if splitting the bill kills the romantic vibe. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. Do your expectations change once you're officially dating? And whether someone refusing to pay tells you anything about how they'll behave in a relationship. Ooh. So listen, if someone refuses to pay, does that tell you anything about how they'll behave in the relationship? Is that a red flag, y'all? Is that a red flag? If I offer to pay, you better tell me no. I know that's right. Let me see where y'all at on the poll. Let me see what y'all are saying. Ciao. This is a very interesting topic, y'all. Very interesting perspectives because everybody was kind of like split and a little all over the place. I think honestly, guys, though, I think it depends. I think it depends on let me see. I think it depends on who asks. If I'm asking someone to go out with me, I am automatically taking the responsibility of, you know, taking care of everything. If I'm asking you to come with me or, to go somewhere with me, um, unless it's like a trip. If it's a vacation, nah, we might have to go Dutch on that thing. You know what I'm saying? We might have to make some arrangements. I don't know. But let me see where we at with the poll. Hold on a second. Before I move on to the next topic. Oh my goodness. Man, y'all. Okay, we had 11 votes so far. Would you go on a second date with someone who asked you to split the first date bill? And a lot of y'all said no. Y'all said no second date if they asked you to split the bill. Damn. That's how y'all feeling? Y'all said no second date. Now, if the dudes say, hell nah, I ain't paying with that type of attitude, won't be no second date. F that. There's a way to do things without being offensive. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness. Y'all did that poll with a landslide vote. And y'all said no, there would not be a second date if they wanted to split the bill on the first date. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next part, y'all. All right, y'all ready for question number 2? All right. Now, how much communication is enough? So, if we're dating, do we need to talk every day? Let me know what y'all think. Put a 1 in the chat if you need to hear from the person you are dating every day. 2 in the chat if you're okay with like every other day, occasionally. What is your communication style? Do you need to talk every day? 1 if you need to talk every day, 2 if you're good. Like, I don't need to hear from you every single day. Um Now, I think it depends on um can someone genuinely be interested in you and regularly go days without communicating? I think it depends if you guys are long distance. I think that makes a difference. I think in a long distance situation, me personally, I would like to hear every day. Like, okay, every day. At least once a day, whether it be a text or a phone call, just at least to know like you're thinking about me, I'm in your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? If it's someone that's like local, um, it depends. It depends. That this one is interesting. All right, I'm gonna see what y'all are responding to in a minute. Now, we also need to discuss the difference between being busy and being inconsistent. We're going to dig deeper in this, y'all, because how do y'all feel? Because sometimes, we could say, oh, someone's busy, or are they being inconsistent? And I can't stand an inconsistent person. I need consistency. That's one of my love languages. I need consistency. So, let me ask y'all, ladies, do the good morning and good night text matter? Hello, somebody. Do the good morning and the good night text matter? Let's get into it. Y'all are welcome to click the link. Let's get into these conversations. We need to know. We want to know what your style is like. Um, let's talk about it. Because sometimes we can confuse the two, or how do we know if someone is actually busy or if they're being inconsistent? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What are some ways that we can determine, like, hey, does it depend on their career? Does it, when is that determined? How soon in the beginning is it determined, like, hey, I'm just a really busy person, so you kind of know not to expect to hear from me a lot, I'm gonna try to do my best, but like, how does that work? How does that work? Okay, Lucky said you have to observe. Okay, so let me get caught up. Okay, y'all are showing love to Nathan. Nathan's the only guy in the chat right now. We need some more of y'all to pop out. We had a few guys in the building last night. So hopefully as we continue to go on, some more people will pop out. Now, if the dudes say, oh, okay, I already read that comment. I'm sorry. Mommy. Oh, yeah. Mommy. Oh, no, that's... Okay. Okay, so dating, I would say no. Everyday communication can be OD. Every other, I'd say, let me know you're okay type ish. Okay. So Swirl said, no, not necessarily every day. But once in a while, she's cool with that. I think the communication depends on attachment style. Are you dating a worrier? Then you need to communicate more with the worrier. Ooh, okay. Okay. And then how do you determine that though? How do you know? I feel like to most men that's kind of clingy. Mm. But then some guys said they like clingy. We always on our phone nowadays, so at least a text. Mommy? Yes, facts. Mommy? Yes, honey. I agree, Nathan. See, that's what I'm saying. I think it should just be genuine. Um, just something like, people are on your mind, you know what I'm saying, especially depending on the relationship and stuff. um okay, let me see. Then again, I feel like if you don't hit me up in a week, you ghosted me, so I'm done. Right, exactly. Somebody going a few days without reaching out at all, not a text message or call, that is a red fucking flag. I'm sorry. That's crazy. Like, what? I would say if you are serious, then yes, the good morning and yes, the good night. Okay, let me see. You have to observe them to determine if they're actually busy or if they are being inconsistent. Okay. Like I said, at least a damn text. Don't waste my time. Period. Okay. Well, even a person is busy, I feel like they make time for what's important. It takes a couple seconds to shoot a text. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Ange, good evening. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, y'all know Chance be needing attention as well. Hi, sis. Welcome, Rose T. Welcome. Y'all, let's get into it. I need to know how y'all feel. If anybody wants to come up, the link is in the chat. And Rose T, if you please can, I don't know if you're the only mod in the building, but if you could copy and paste the StreamYard link just for anybody that might be blocked, they may not see it when I drop it. So if you can also drop it as well, just so you know, because this is an open panel, this is an open channel. And even if I have you blocked, you are still welcome to participate and join in on the conversation. Just because I have you blocked, I most likely have you blocked because you talk about me, but that doesn't mean you aren't welcome over here and you aren't welcome to be a part of the conversation. I just don't want to hear your negative comments about me or see your negative comments about me, but you're more than welcome to, come through and participate. So I want to make sure that everyone can see the link. And I don't think too many people have my girl blocked, and I don't think she got too many people blocked. So if she could please, share the link. Um, Nathan said the most important part in any relationship is communication. So communicate feelings. Yes, absolutely. I agree. I agree. A week in my mind, wait, a week in my mind, you live in a double life. Facts. Facts. Yes, y'all, please make sure you like this video. Please like the video, you guys, and get us in the algorithms. Let's let everybody know that we are live. Tonight is, so we're calling it singles night. We are still doing speed dating, matchmaking, but we are also doing a little bit of debating. So the first question of the evening was, who should pay on the first date? And I know some of you guys are just coming in, so if you guys want to tap in on that, who should pay on the first date? And some of us are saying the person that asks, should the man automatically pay, or should you go Dutch? Okay, that was our first question. Now we're talking about how much communication is enough or too much. Um, how do we determine whether someone is actually busy or if they're being inconsistent? Do good morning and good night texts matter? Even for my married people out there, do these things still matter to you? You are now married. You guys are locked in. You're in it for the long haul. Do these things still matter to you guys? I want to know. I'm interested in hearing how you keep that marriage alive once you've gone through the dating and the courting and all that good stuff. And then how long is too long to go without hearing from someone, and whether texting creates a false sense of intimacy. I'm not a huge texter. Thank you so much, sis. The link is in the chat, you guys. I'm not a huge texter. I prefer, talking on the phone, and then just texting little sweet things, throughout the day, if that. But yes, Lucky said, if I don't hear from you within 72 hours of my, wow, so that's 3 days of my text or phone call, then you are a ghost. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Rosie said the man should pay. Okay, communication, period. That is what matters. Yes, I agree. Yes, it's always nice to get a good morning, babe. Period. Yes, it is. You are? You're big on texting? Uh-uh. Listen, I mean, I'll text here and there, but I need to talk on the phone as well. For real. For real. All right, guys, let's go with the next question. Y'all ready? Let me see where we at with the poll. Did we have more people vote on the poll? Let me see real quick before I go to the next question. Hold on. It's still a landslide. Yes, we got 21 votes now, but it is still a landslide. The majority is saying no. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see what my sis said. You said I'm a on the phone kind of man. Text is cool, but phone is important. Tone and everything matters to me. Wow. Nathan, so you have to let us know. Nathan, are you single? Are you single or are you taken? What is your status, Nathan, if you don't mind us asking? Because the ladies are liking your answers. The people want to know what's going on. My sis said off topic, but Sammy, let me say I'm so proud of you that you are showing constraint and keeping the content positive and refreshing. I'm excited to see. Thank you. Listen, it's really easy for me to show constraint because listen. Oh, Nathan is taken, y'all. He is a married man. Okay. Okay. Well, listen, that's how he got married. Okay. Look at his attitude and how he is in relationships. And that is why he is locked down and married. Shout out to you, Nathan. And thank you so much for your participation and engagement. You can tell a genuine reaction on the phone. Yup. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you guys. All right, let's get back to it. Let me So now we are asking, when should you become exclusive? How long are you willing to date someone before asking, what are we doing? How long, you guys? You know? Now listen, let's debate. Until we've discussed exclusive, wait, ooh, this is a tongue twister. Exclusivity, are we both single? And I say yes. Until we have made that commitment and we've had that, listen, I love someone that says, listen, I don't want to date anyone else, and I would like for you not to date anyone else. I want to, let's do this. I can respect that. And I feel like until we do that, we are both single. Until we have that conversation. Now, is 30 days too soon? Is 3 months too long? Um, should we be exclusive before intimate? And let me ask y'all this. Should you disclose? This is the big question, y'all. This is the big question. Should you disclose that you're dating other people? Let me know. Let me know, y'all. Should you disclose if you are dating other people? Rosie said there's no time limit, but you'll know the man is serious when he brings it up first. Okay. About what brings what up first? Like being exclusive? You know the man is serious if he brings up being exclusive first? And that's really a man that knows what he wants. Hold on, y'all. Wow, you've been with your wife for 12 years. Congrats to you. That's what's up. He said enough about me. No, we like to know over here. Thank you for sharing. Depends on what both people agree on. That's why communication out the gate is so important. Excuse me. to make to make them know what you're looking for. Absolutely. My hubby and I were exclusive within a month. Okay. So 30 days was it. Let me see who else. Okay, we didn't have anyone else tell us. So you like 30 days is too soon. So and Talisha, I think they've been married over 20 something years. So and they were exclusive a month. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, yeah, I don't think time really matters either. If it's casual, no. But if y'all have established you're not playing games or said what your intentions are, yes, you need to say if you're seeing others. Okay? Okay. Let me see if we have any other responses. And then I'm going to close the poll down. I've always I've always respected honest dudes that would say if they wasn't looking for a relationship and just wanted to smash, that gives the woman the option to choose. Absolutely. Absolutely. 28 years this year. Wow. And you guys made it official a month into dating. That is big. That is big. Um okay, let's see where we're at with the poll. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. All right, we had 24 votes and it was a landslide. 70% said no and 30% said yes. Would you go on a second date with someone who asked you to split the bill after on the first date? And a lot of you guys said no. Damn. For me, time is way too precious to waste. We never know how much time we have. That's a fact. I agree. I agree 100%. And got married a year and 4 months later. Wow. That is a great, great story. And it lets you know that, look, you can fall in love very quickly. I think it just depends on both individuals, honestly. All right, y'all, let's go to our next question. Would you date long distance? Let's go. Would you date long distance? Um, let's talk about what dating long distance requires. And I want to know, can you really build intimacy with someone you only see occasionally? Ooh, I think it depends. Rosie, that is something to be proud of because nowadays people don't really have relationships longevity. You two, Nathan, 12 years is notable. Yeah, shout out to them. Absolutely. Oh no, I did not mean to post that. Yes. Let me see. You wouldn't date long distance? Absolutely not on a long distance? Damn, they said hell no, I did it once and never again. Oh my goodness, my wife and I were long distance, so yeah, but it's not easy. If they're worth it, then you make the time for him or her. That part. That part. So dating long distance actually requires beyond phone calls, being able to travel, have money, planning, trust, and eventually having a plan to, well, depending on how far the relationship goes, will you eventually relocate? If so, would you move to where your partner is, or do you expect your partner to move where you are? There's a lot to consider when dating long distance. If I was single, I would not. Long distance is not the move. Damn. I actually don't mind, but I think it is important that um, it is someone that is willing to make an effort to travel to see you, or, you know, be able to say, hey, I would love to see you, come visit, you know. I think it's also important that if you're dating someone that's willing to do things to build trust in the relationship, like sharing, you know, your locations, you know, setting up a routine of, you know, when you guys will talk every day so that it gives you something to look forward to. I think you can build intimacy with someone long distance. I think you can. Um, you don't get to know your partner as well as in person when it's long distance. Yeah, you're right. Um, but I think you can. I think you can establish that closeness. Um, I think you preaching to the choir tonight because we all coupled up. I'm hoping it's some single people in the bushes. I know most of the crowd is married or in a relationship. Only if we had an established relationship before the distance. Interesting. Okay, so if it was someone local and then they are having to move, but you're choosing to still stay in relationship with them, I can understand that. You tried long distance twice and it's a hard no. Well, okay, okay. Listen, I'm still open to it. I am. Plus, I need my dingaling within reach. Damn it. I feel you. I am not sharing my location. You better play Where's Waldo with me. I'm open to it. I think if we get closer and things are getting more serious, I am willing to do that. I am. I feel like that will also be a sense of protection as well. That, my person, knows where I am. God forbid if something were to happen to me, especially if you're a single woman. That's a concern of mine. If I'm dating someone and we're dating seriously and monogamously, like, and you're not here to actually protect me, I'm okay with that, because that's kind of like a little bit of a sense of security. Like, okay, at least you could see, okay, she ain't make it home yet, and she, her phone is showing she's over here. Let me make sure everything's all right. Or, you know, I'm okay with that, because it's like, how are they gonna know? God forbid if something were to happen to you. With long distance, it can be easy for someone to pretend to be somebody they're not. You only see what they choose to show you, and your imagination fills in the rest. Yeah, that was kind of the conversation we had the other night about falling in love with potential. That is what that sounds like, what you're just describing there. That sounds like you know, you're loving the potential of the person. Let me see. Long distance equals catfish. No, not necessarily. Listen, we got FaceTime. We got Google Meet. Hey, Empress. Empress said, wasn't no sharing no location in the 99s and the 2000s. Nope. But come on. But we here now. We are here now, and there's all types of advanced technology and things. So you not with it. You not with it. We not talking about what they had back then. We talking about 2026. It is possible now. You know. All right. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for the next one? All right, now. Oh, I need some participants on the panel, y'all. This one is a game. This one is a green flag, yellow flag, red flag. You would prefer not to? Okay. Okay. I can understand that. I mean, wouldn't it be cool? Like, what if they were local and they always knew where you were at? You know what I'm saying? Why you think they came up with that show, Catfish? But that was crazy, because at what point, hold on, Swirl, no, we are not excusing that. At what point do you start saying, well, damn, we talk every day. There's all this. You got a laptop, you got a computer, you got a phone. Why you can't send me a picture? Right now, while you sitting here, why you can't just take a quick picture and send it to me? Like, at what point are you gonna, like, is it gonna start clicking to you like, yo, this person is moving really weird. I don't like it. Something is wrong, and something's not making sense. Like, when? She said, don't bring that sharing the location that way. Um, yes, y'all, we have a game. Green flag, yellow flag, red flag. I need some participants. This segment is a short game. Who wants to play? Yeah. Okay, we got a participant. Hold on, my sis said, yes, Sammy, you right. Most of them people were stupid as fuck. I'm serious. Hey, boo. Shout out to Swirl Gang in the building.
Hey, baby, can you hear me?
I can. And
Okay.
I'm getting ready to drop the banner. We got Empress Queen in the building. Hey, boo.
Hey, Sammy Sam.
Hey, honey. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you, ladies,
Thank
so
you.
much. We gonna get into. Hold on. Did I take down the wrong thing? Okay, hold on. I think I took down. Okay, hold on. Let me drop the banner so everyone can see y'all. See who's up here. Okay, there we go. And then let me change the layout. All right. Okay, and then, all right, guys. So Welcome to the stage, my girls.
Hey, Swirl.
No, you don't have to be single to play this game. This is green flag, yellow flag, red flag. You just gotta be breathing. You don't have to be single. You just gotta be breathing. Yes, welcome to the stage, Swirl Gang and Empress Queen. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yup.
Yeah.
They are still friends with an ex. Green flag, yellow flag, red flag.
Red flag.
Red.
Come on, audience. What y'all think? All right, the two ladies said red flag if they are still friends with an ex. Green flag, yellow flag, red flag. Hey, Texas. Oh, Batty said red flag. Oh, shoot. Okay, dang. Y'all are saying the hell is it hailing over there in Texas? Red flag. Nathan said red flag. Swirl said red. Empress said red. Rose T said red. Oh, okay. Lucky said yellow. I'm leaning towards. Oh, you said the hell. Okay, you meant the hell. That they still friends with an ex. I think it depends. I'm gonna agree with Lucky, but everybody else, I think red was a landslide. F those exes. Yeah, it depends. It depends.
Because I can't hear you. I can see your bubble moving, but I can't hear you. So
You
can you
can't,
calm down?
and you sound like you underwater. Okay, it's probably
That's
when
the
Empress came up. Huh? Okay. Okay, it was probably when Empress came up. Um, yes, let's wait for Swirl to come on back. We're gonna keep going.
I could hear you. Where's Swirl?
She had to drop down because she said she couldn't hear me any longer.
Oh, oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Wanna wait for her?
I do want to see if she comes on back up. Ooh, the next one good, y'all. The next one good. Um, so while we're waiting for Swirl, let me ask you, Empress, why is friends with an ex an issue for you? Why is that a red flag?
Well, because I'm not too trusting on things like that. I feel like you have some unfinished business with that person, you know? And another thing for me is like you saw each other naked before, like hell no. Like I don't
Mm.
care. I don't care if the relationship evolved or into a friendship. It's like if you done seen each other naked before, it's a possibility you could do it again.
Okay, okay, I hear you. Nathan agrees. They did already. They did. They have been up here at the same time. They do sound very very similar, but
We was up there last night, right?
last night I think y'all was up here together. Yup. And Rose T was out last night, so she may have missed it. But yes. All right, y'all ready for the next one? Y'all ready? The next one is they follow lots of thirst traps.
Oh yeah, I said that before. Remember the other
I
day?
think you did,
All them
yeah.
booty models on the gram? Hell no.
So
Red.
so that's a red flag for you. Green flag, yellow flag, red flag. They follow lots of thirst traps.
Red flag for sure.
Swirl.
Red flag for sure. Can y'all hear
Yeah,
me?
I don't want a thirsty dude. Yeah, that's gonna be a red flag for me. I don't like that.
That's like I
Oh,
would think
Rose
that
T
a
said
dude.
green flag.
Yo, I would think that a dude has some lust stuff going on with him if he,
Exact.
you
That
know what
would
I
be a
mean?
concern. Yes. Now I'm gonna need Rose T to hop her little skinny behind up here and tell us why that's a green flag for her. Cause that's a different answer for me. Nathan said not booty models on the gram. Exactly. A little bit too much of that popping up on your phone every time. Nigga.
Rose T, get up here and explain that, boo.
I don't care what you look at, just don't touch. Yeah. Okay, Texas said red flag. Yes, I love that you use that emoji. Come on, girl. Be the example. Yes, y'all. Oh, okay. We had Lost Empress Queen, but here she is. Welcome back, boo. Chance, it's time for bed, honey.
World, can you hear me?
Oh, okay. She's having dinner right now. She can't come up.
Yes, I can hear you.
But
Okay,
that's it.
good.
Okay. We want to know why you put green flag. Okay, baby. Good night,
Have a good
honey.
night, Chance.
Good night,
Good
Chancey.
night. He's trying to act all shy. Um. Okay, so we have Rose T with the different answer from the rest of us. So it's a red flag for both of you, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I kind of feel like and I've never been the jealous type at all. Like I really don't. I'm not into going through your phone. None of that type of stuff. But
Right.
I just feel like if a dude is like following chicks that are pretty much half naked, and that's like most of who he follows. To me, that speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't trip. I don't even trip about, how you may be with somebody at the beginning of the relationship, and they follow whoever they follow. Everybody has a history, right? Um, I've never been into that. Oh, let me see who you follow, and you better delete this one because she cute. I've never been into that type of stuff. But like I said, if I feel like if your partner is following nothing but explicit content and stuff like that, I feel like that's definitely a red flag that he's overly lustful or something.
I agree. Welcome to the stage, Lucky. Hey, Lucky. You want to share? Is that a green flag, yellow flag, or red flag for you if they follow lots of thirst traps on Facebook or any other social media platform?
I feel like it's a red flag, but I don't think that it should be a deal breaker if it happens once. I feel like, and once that happens, I don't say like, okay, just write the person off, talk to them about it, establish your boundaries, and if they disrespect them, then that's when you cut it off, you know?
I love that. That's good advice. That's good advice.
That's a
All
good
right.
answer.
Y'all ready for the next one?
Yep.
Hold on.
That's a good answer though, Lucky, because if they willing to um admit their mistake and change it, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't really hold that against them, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Because remember, all of us wasn't raised, were not raised the same, right? So,
And not
um,
only that, they weren't in a relationship prior to you. So,
Yeah,
I mean, that kind of falls under do things change once you get into a committed relationship with someone?
that's true. And I feel like to a certain extent, and I know this is cliche to say, but men are men, meaning, they're definitely more physical beings, in my opinion, as far as just the nature of the beast, them, finding women attractive and stuff like that. But and I'm not saying that, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all men are, just whorish or nothing like that, but men are definitely physical creatures, and so
And visual creatures.
exactly, you know what I'm saying? But what separates, a man from a boy is that a man knows that, you know what I'm saying, if he is into a relationship with someone he loves, he knows how to not get himself into certain situations. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, so it's, I feel like a man is going to be a man. And like you said, if he was already like previously a bachelor, single or whatever, that's
Hmm.
the type of thing or content that you are going to probably expect him to be looking
Consume.
at. Right.
Right. I like that. Great, great viewpoints, ladies. All right. The next one, green flag, yellow flag, red flag. Doesn't post their relationship online.
Mm, what's the one in the middle?
Yellow flag.
Yellow.
I think it's green.
Doesn't post their relationship online. They don't let the public know about you. They they are online as if they are single. Red, green flag, yellow flag, red flag.
What you think, Empress? Or
I
was
think
that?
it's yellow for me just because they might be a private person and they might not want to have their relationship online. And it also could, that's why I pick yellow, because then it also could be the type that is secretive and in a way that they're trying to hide it. So you got to find out what's the intent.
Oh, good answer. I said green only because I feel like everybody is not really into social media that deep. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
like with me, I in my spare time, I do hop on YouTube and social media, but um, my dude don't he doesn't really. So it may not be. I think it depends on the couple because it may not really be that serious to post it, but it's not like if he was on social media, he wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe it's
Mhm.
yellow for me too.
I think it depends. So Rose T said, now see, there's a difference between acting single and being private. That's one of them things we got. Lucky, what you think on this one?
So I agree with Swirl. I think it depends on your preference. So if you have a partner that is into social media, then to me, not sharing your business or your relationship, I find that as protecting the relationship, because people will see what you have and sometimes they might want to interfere in that situation. Like for instance, my husband, he's not a social media person at all. And to me, that's a green flag because I like being on social media. So I feel like if we both it depends on your preference, right? But if you prefer someone who is in social media, then that would be a red flag for them. You know what I mean? So I
Yes.
think it gets down to what you prefer, what you're looking for, and tailor that to them. So if you're okay, like if you're okay with them both being in social media, like he's very he's kind of like stoic and very quiet and very introverted. He's not like that type of person. So and that's what I like. I like that. You know, that's the type of
Mm,
I like that quiet type of energy. But somebody might find that boring, you know, and they might
right.
Yeah.
say,
Right.
okay, no, you're supposed to, so it depends. Now, if he was the type to be at the club all the time and he's like out and about and he's extroverted and I'm not on his page and I know he's into social media, then that's a red flag.
Mm. I mean, listen, because I'm on social media, I would want some type of indication. I'm cool with it. Like I don't see how you can be private and on social media. If you're posting like selfies of yourself or you going to church on Sunday and you dress to the nines, and you posting a full picture of yourself, why can't you post you and I together? Especially if we're two good looking people, we dress, we out, we are enjoying life, we're living life. Why not? Why wouldn't you, because that's what I'm saying. And I get it, because I did see some videos about influencers saying that you should not share your relationship online, only because it's some really, like, really, really, really weird people online, and people, get too invested.
You might
I
even
don't.
have vindictive coworkers, and then
Yeah.
try to like
That's a good point.
try to get into, it's especially if you're competing for like a certain job or position at your workplace, it could get really dicey. So I definitely like for instance, my husband, he will have pictures of him. But I don't want to be on his, I just don't I just like it like that. I just like it better like that.
Yeah, it just I think it
Yeah.
just depends on the couple. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
but
I, I
then
And
really
I
think it
hate that
depends on
we
the
have to
couple.
think like that because being in a relationship, having that unity and that connection with someone should be normalized. It should not be hidden. I want to be happy in that. But I can respect if, my partner is just like, no, I don't want no pictures. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I don't ever want anyone to feel uncomfortable, but just allow me to be me though. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Cause I'm gonna post my shit.
I was gonna say when you asked the question before,
Mhm.
can I just get me an old man that's not technologically savvy and
That's
not on
hilarious.
social? Huh?
I said
What you
that's hilarious.
I was gonna say like something
Yeah.
similar to what Lucky said, like her husband ain't on there, and I'm like, damn, that's the kind of guy I would like because I would prefer a man not to be on social media at all. Like if he's a professional and he has a LinkedIn and he just has to network that way, then that's one thing. But like Instagram and Facebook and stuff, like I would prefer a partner of mine to be like old and not with it and not caring about it.
Yeah, or you could have a situation where, like for instance, when I first got with my dude, he had Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So his Facebook, he's hardly on there because he works a lot, but he's really not on. He'll like okay. So he got on Instagram to pretty much follow me. You know what I'm saying? Just to because I was doing content at one time. So he got on Instagram because I had some content on there, but it's not that deep for him. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Right.
that serious for him. So you could
Yeah, I
also
like
have
a guy
somebody
like
that
that.
you could have somebody that may be on a couple of social media platforms, but they really don't interact on there all deep like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not on there
So
every day posting and different stuff like that. But the relationship status on his Facebook is in a relationship. Because when we first got in a relationship, he put that on there. But the point that I'm making is he's really not active on it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like guys like quiet guys like that. Yeah,
so that's actually one of the next ones, y'all. They don't have social media. Green flag, yellow flag, red flag. They
green.
don't have social media. Green flag.
Yeah,
What
that's
else
green
we
for
got?
me.
It depends on what kind of social media. That's the thing, if you have, because social media can be YouTube. You know what
LinkedIn
I mean?
can, yeah,
LinkedIn
yeah.
could be social media. So it depends. I feel like if it's more of the more, iffy
Professional.
types, like Snapchat, whatever, I feel
Now,
like that's a red flag for me. Um,
I don't know. You can kind of
I
look
don't
at that
know.
a couple ways though, because what if, okay, I heard you ladies saying that, y'all kind of like it when a guy is pretty much quiet and he's not on social media or whatever, but do y'all think that in this day and age with evolution, technology, that they should have some type of knowledge of social media and know what's kind of going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, would that be a red flag if they're completely oblivious to social media altogether, or you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Hmm.
I feel like, you know what? I don't think it's a thing about being oblivious, but it's about what you make a priority. Like, okay,
That's
he has,
hard.
yeah. So, yeah, you're aware of it, but you're not really active in it.
Right.
You're just doing, like my husband, he just does whatever is like required for his job because he's just, always working or, and then, we have other stuff. So it's like he doesn't really have time for that.
But I mean, we
Yeah.
are living in a social media world, right?
Yeah,
Mm-mm. But
So
for
yeah,
me,
they
like
probably would need some knowledge of
yeah, yeah, of course, like, when it
well,
comes
maybe
to, like,
not so much as
protecting.
platforms, but they probably would need, like for instance, my dude, he has to do interviews and stuff at his job. he has to do things with resumes and stuff. So, he has to have some type of knowledge of just computers
Right.
in general. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Mhm.
I get what you're saying.
I'm gonna say green flag as well for me. I was gonna say yellow because I was like, I'm actually okay with it, but then I wouldn't want someone that is like very invested. Kind of how like people could possibly be like how we've witnessed. So yeah, I would say green flag.
Shots fired.
Okay.
I'm just
Next
saying.
question before we get
Behave.
too shady. Before
Um,
we don't want to
okay.
get too shady.
The next one is talks to their mother every day. Green flag, yellow flag, red flag.
You said every
Yellow.
day?
Every day?
Talk,
Um
talk to their mother every day. Green
Nah, no,
flag.
that's a red
For
flag for
me,
me.
it's yellow.
yeah, it's kind of yellow. It depends on how their mother shows up in their life.
And yeah, and what if the mother's sick? What if she's elderly? You know,
Yeah.
then you gotta talk. Then it'll be green flag because you gotta
Yeah.
talk to her every day. Gotta
Yeah.
be
Nah,
talking.
It
man, that's a red flag, y'all. Come on now, every day. That means that he's getting advice. That's like a mama's boy, in my opinion. Because
I
every
mean,
day,
we at the age where people's, our parents are geriatric, right? So I would assume that, you know,
that's
we
true
we
and
have to
very
oh,
check.
you
sad.
mean like
I
checking
gotta hear
in?
from the yellow people. Why yellow? Why yellow? Oh,
Who?
it's some feedback, y'all. I'm gonna mute.
Oh, maybe it's me.
No, I was just saying like we're at the age where most of our parents are,
Well, that's
in
a
that
good
age
point, though.
category. So
That's a
it
good
wouldn't
point.
it wouldn't be a red flag to not, to have contact with them. And then what if you live a long distance, and you're not in the same state as them or something like that.
Yeah, that's
So
that's true. I agree.
yeah. I would allow some room for that. But if you gossiping, no, no. Mm-mm. If you just calling to shoot the shit and
That's
gossip,
what I'm
then that
saying.
that's
Most of the time,
different.
when people get married and things like that, well, I mean, I know everybody don't believe in the Bible, but you're supposed to really pretty much cling to your spouse. You're not supposed to really be under the, I don't know what word I'm trying to use, but I mean, it shouldn't be a situation where it's like a mama's boy. You know what I'm saying? That right there
Yeah,
can be very interfering in relationships, in my opinion. But I don't know. Like you said, with the
it
communication, could
depends.
be that the parent is elderly and they need some checking up on and
Right.
stuff.
I don't know. I feel like a strong relationship with the mother is an asset in a way because it's like, if you're cool with the mom, you kind of always get her on your side. So it's like two of y'all against him. You can always get your way a little bit more.
That
Yeah.
depends on the mother too. You know
It
what I'm
depends
saying?
on the mother. It depends
Like,
on the mother
if
too.
it's a
So I'm
mother
gonna say
that is,
yellow
you
on
know,
that
Yeah,
one.
it's yellow. But I feel like it's a lot more. Yeah, it depends on the mother too. It depends on the mother and how you and her click, you know. So if you guys
Mhm.
click well, you know,
And
because
if she's like too much in our business or like so shit like
that's
that
what
would
I'm
become a
saying.
problem.
That's
Yeah.
almost
So
like, is it
like
okay for your
Ange
mother to have a
says,
key to your
I
house
think
type
Ange
stuff?
had the best answer and said yellow flag, maybe borderline red. It really depends on who she is as a person.
Yep, I agree
I
with that.
I don't know. I like my mother-in-law being my friend. I ain't gonna lie. I
But
like
But
there's
it.
some scheming
but
mothers
you
out
not
there.
but you're not
Your
talking to her
mother-in-law.
every day. Nobody
Yeah,
said there was anything wrong with you being her friend and none of that. We talking about your husband talking to his mother every single day.
He talks to her often.
Every day.
No, no. Okay, dang, Sammy.
No, because you keep trying to that folk. No, every day, like not often, because that could be every 2, 3 days. That could be once a week or something. We talking about every single day.
Well,
Okay.
I
No,
don't know.
that
I feel
doesn't
like
happen.
my only exception is if the parent is elderly and frail. I think if the
Right.
mother is, if the mother is pretty much youthful and she got her own life going on, I don't really see there being a reason to just be chopping it up on the phone every single day like that. I don't know.
Maria is fighting for this right, child. She said, I wish a heifer would tell my son not to call his mother.
Yeah,
Then
I'm
she
kind of I'm
said,
kind of on Maria's side too. Like, who am I? But then, that's when you be like, okay, that's not your preference. Like, I don't really mind it. I don't. It's
I
not a
don't
big.
think it's
It's
about calling like telling your husband to call his, because I wouldn't go against that. You know what I'm saying? Like if he wanted to call his mother, let him call his mother. I'm not going to interfere in that. But what I'm
yeah,
saying is the question is it a red flag or green flag or yellow flag? Um,
mhm.
and so I would say like it really just depends on how, because some mothers are very messy. They want the dude back with their ex. I mean, just being realistic,
That's true.
all
That's
mothers
true.
are not. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
not all like that. But you see,
Right.
like in my case, like the grandmothers kind of helped us out with like the babysitting, especially when the kids were
Yeah,
little
that's
and stuff
healthy.
like that.
Then that's very
So it's
healthy.
like you know what I'm saying? So it's like a different kind of, it's a different kind of relationship. You know what I mean? Like it's just,
yo,
mm,
I am loving this because this is like things you learn about a person when you're dating them. So I feel like the green flag is if you would proceed, yellow flag, you're cautious, and red flag, you just like, yeah, nah, I don't think this gonna work. Oh, so that's really important because we need to keep track of that.
mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
I understand.
Sorry.
Nathan says he talks on the phone with his mom almost every day because he lives like 3,000 miles away from his mom.
So there's long
Yeah.
distance.
See.
Yes,
Hmm.
that makes sense.
And
Absolutely.
he's the type of dude that pays. That's an attractive man.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree. I don't disagree with anyone. I just
He's
think that
he's married. He's married, but I'm just saying that's to me that's very attractive. Like,
We have we have a guest in the building and it is open panel. I want to welcome Ben
Oh
Israel
Lord.
to
Oh Lord.
listen, listen, listen. Don't be knocking around shit over here.
welcome. Welcome to the
Shalom, Queen. Shalom, ladies. You know
Shalom.
what's good though, Sammy? How you doing, Queen?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I just woke up from a nap, went by Polo, then I looked up, seeing you live, and I just felt the need. I don't know why the sister dropped off. Cause if I offend anybody, forgive me for sliding through the building.
Okay. Okay.
Are you open to like, I mean, do y'all have anything?
I hear Lucky and Sammy.
Oh, you don't hear Ben?
Mm-mm. I don't hear Ben. I don't hear Swirl.
Cause Swirl just dropped off real
World
quick.
drop down and I hope chill.
So that means that we
Me
gotta
and
drop
Swirl
down.
got our phones connected. I'll drop because it's me and Swirl be having problems. I'ma drop and come
Are
back.
you? Okay, yes, please,
Uh,
Empress. I just dropped the link again. But how you doing? Oh wait, who just? Oh, Lucky just dropped. Ben, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I feel like I'm imposing now because all your friends leaving. I thought I was just stopping by to say hi, and I ain't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think roast tea. I don't know what's going on.
But I just came through to say hi to Sammy because I don't know if they feel some type of way. I came
No,
just
I
support and say,
appreciate that. I just feel like Lucky is back. The climate of everything that's been going on here on YouTube is, you know, just been a little crazy. But we've been here on this channel, my goal is just to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to address anyone or anything any longer. I'm just moving on with my content. And I think that's what's best, just for my brand, my supporters. I've worked really, really hard on my channel and on the community that I'm building. And I don't mean to sound like selfish or anything, but I'm noticing how you really have to move a certain kind of way on here if you are really trying to, you know what I'm saying, do well and exceed and succeed. Um, so I'm just on a path of like taking things a little bit more seriously, and you know, I still have lots of love and respect, and I want to see everybody doing well. But like the way they play games with with people channels and stuff, the striking, the doxing your personal information, the just everything that I've been experiencing over the course of 3 years. I'm just like, I really don't want to do that any longer. You know what I'm saying? Well, it looks like, I don't know.
He
But
dropped off. He left.
Sammy,
hmm.
how come I got two of me up there? Is that something
Maybe
I did wrong?
maybe you have a
Oh,
tab open. Maybe you have a tab
yeah, you
open.
have to leave from StreamYard on the other tab, or I could. Okay, you're muted right now.
Okay, I think I did
Oh,
it.
okay, you did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, you had a tab open. Anyway, in my rich voice. So next question, please.
Um, I'm thrown off.
Let's
Okay.
keep it going.
Okay. So the next one is green flag, yellow flag, red flag. Has never been married after 45.
That's mm, you know what? People focus a lot on their career though. You know what I mean? It depends. And honestly, I don't know. It depends on the person cuz they might take it really really seriously whereas some people, they're more spontaneous and they be like, "Okay, we're getting married tomorrow." I, like it depends on the person. I don't know. I don't know.
Damn. Empress can't hear us.
What you said, I don't know to. Now I can hear.
Oh, lucky.
The question was, is a man who has never been married after 45, is it a red flag, yellow flag, or green flag?
Oh, that's a good one.
I would say
I
yellow
know.
Wow.
flag. That's not a complete
Um,
deal breaker.
I don't want to be too critical on somebody, but oh, wow. It depends on what you look at 45 as. Do you look at that as it's still a younger person, or um I would say yellow.
Yeah, I don't know how
I
I
can't
feel
hear
about.
Sammy. Oh man.
Oh man,
She,
damn.
you didn't hear Empress?
I could hear. She said she can't hear me.
Empress, can you hear me?
I could only hear you, Lucky. I got to drop, right?
Oh, drop
So
and
it's
come back.
kind of like what
Okay.
Dovey was hinting at, right? Like someone who has never been married before by the age of 45. Is that a red flag? Like, do you want someone who has been, in a committed relationship and married, but then they're divorced now? Um, Me personally, that's still a green flag for me.
Yeah, I feel so too. I don't feel like
Cause
you
sometimes them
gotta be
divorced
careful.
ones or quote unquote separated ones come with mm-mm.
A lot of
A
baggage.
lot of baggage. And I'll be like, yeah, I don't know.
Mm. Let me see what the chat is saying. So, Ange says, "Oh, like a man is an old maid."
I do want to say, you know, that was such a like elephant in the room, and I don't know why the energy was so awkward. I really don't, because I don't have an issue with Ben, and I want him to understand that. I get what's going on right now. Things are like really weird, but I wish everybody the best, and I wish them well. It's no hard feelings. It's just that I just don't want to be involved in the shenanigans anymore.
But I no comment.
You sure?
Yep. Swirl said that she
I don't
said
have the power to send
she
anyone to hell.
sh yeah, only God could judge this. I feel like you moving your platform in a different direction is gonna pull you back in by association. And then she also said,
Oh
yeah,
man.
because we're trying to get out of that look at Maria being messy. Ooh, look at she put in the chat.
What, Sammy? Did you? You know what?
Thank you,
Yeah, yeah.
Maria. Remind me of a West Side Story.
Oh my gosh.
Does may I ask you a question, Sammy?
Sure.
Does this dude like to he wants to have it his way or something like that? Cuz I'm getting the vibes of like I'm not going to stand down on however I'm going about it, but I'm just going to pop up so like if you're not going to do what needs to be done to rectify the situation, what like why is he popping up?
Mm, that's a valid question.
I'm not
Empress be
like go ahead,
no,
Lucky,
I'm
sorry.
saying Empress be reading my mind. Go ahead, keep cooking. I'm
I
sorry.
just was like I
That's
just
why
don't
the
understand.
opportunity was there to say something, to
Right.
communicate. It was there, you know?
And it was what yesterday too, but they came up there drunk. I guess him and Polo was drunk, but I'm just trying to figure out like what like if there's something that you it's almost like you said the awkwardness is like he want to say something but he's not saying it, and you have the opportunity like you said to say something. I don't understand what is his intent. Is he trying to still like make his presence known on your channel, or is he trying to hoover you? I don't only do.
Empress breaking it down with the Hoover term. You
I'm
want to
just like,
Hoover?
oh yeah, I said that yesterday because I don't understand. I'm like, where we going with this? What you know, that's why. What do you think, Sammy? Is he trying? Is that
I
you know him?
honestly don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Okay, all right.
Uh,
Well, what's the next question?
okay, the next question is doesn't have close friends. Green flag, yellow flag, red flag. That's
No
still a
Mm,
close
green flag for
friends?
me.
No close friends?
No, yeah, doesn't have any close friends.
oh, that could be red because I know a man at least got one good friend.
How you don't have one decent friend
At
from
least yeah, doesn't have close friends. Yeah, that's what it says.
well, I don't know, maybe it's yellow. I'll say it's yellow because it depends. It depends.
Mm,
Yeah, because there's different situations in life where you might be too busy. Maybe you have to take care of your family from a young age and you have to work a lot. So you couldn't cultivate those relationships. So I don't know. I don't know. But I would feel that over time, if you are stable now, you should have one good friend. But if you
Mm-hmm.
don't, but if you don't, you know, what is your excuse? Like, what's going on? Are you what maybe there's responsibilities, you know? I don't know.
Mm.
It yeah, like it's a yellow flag. Let me see what the chat is saying.
Dang. Rose T said red. I said green at first. Now I'm thinking maybe yellow, but I'm still leaning to. Let me see. How about if they have kids or no kids? Is that a red flag?
I think it depends on the amount of kids.
We
You
could do
can't
that
be
one next.
you can't be out here. I feel like if you out here trying to date and you have like 8 kids, like you better be like having Elon Musk money or something. Like I don't know. And even if you do,
Yeah, much money.
that's a lot of fingers in your pie. I don't know. I'm sorry if because I was raised to, kind of treat my life like a business, like be like a CEO, be like disciplined, and then, that comes with freedom and all of that. So that's how I look at it. Like um if you have a lot of kids with different baby mamas and, you know, I feel like that's more drama for me. Uh Yeah, honestly, I would probably I'd say if you have more than one, it's a red flag.
Well, oh, more than one kid. Okay. All right. Once your phone password, that's a green flag for me.
Red.
Dang.
It
That's
is red flag.
asking for too much.
Why you want my pat? You know what? I was once on board with like sharing each other's things,
Uh-huh.
but then I realized that like, I could be having a personal conversation with a family member, a personal conversation with my daughter. And I just don't think that a partner should be privy to that because that's kind of violating the confidentiality of my loved ones or like my or even my business. Like I might have like business stuff in my phone. Um and yeah, no, I don't think you should have the password. We should, do
I
that.
feel like that's what makes it makes the relationship boring too. Why you gotta know every single thing about me? Like, I don't know. I feel like I gotta hold
Yeah.
some stuff back too. I
Yeah.
don't wanna know, like, let me
I
you
mean, for the sake of like estate planning and stuff, God forbid if something were to happen to you and you die, like, just being able to access. I think if you guys are already living together and sharing space and I don't see why not. You being on the phone and having a conversation doesn't really have anything to do with them having your password. Um, I mean, that's just a matter of because I think either way, if you guys are sharing a space together, they're gonna hear, your conversations in a way. Um,
I
I
liked
just
what Rose T said about
what
she said something about like having it but not looking. Like if we are on that
right.
page, I don't think that would be a problem for me. But if you're having it with the intent of like you don't trust me or
Mhm.
we have to have you like that, I wouldn't want to go because then that means you're snooping and then you're snooping into other areas of my life that might be confidential to my like I said, my other relationships, not cheating relationships, but like family relationships. Like you shouldn't need to know what me and my cousin are talking about or my child or stuff like that. So I would just be a little weary of you wanting it, with the intent of not trusting.
Right. So yeah. Okay, what about if they say all their exes were crazy?
Then they were the problem.
Red flag.
Red flag.
That's the
Mm.
first easy question you done popped up. Dang. All them questions been hard.
Yeah, for real. It's like I have to think. The last three, I've had to think about it.
Yeah, that is a red flag because it's like, nigga, you had to be the problem.
Yep. Hmm.
I don't care if a guy's snooping, trust is earned, not given. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it. And I think it would be a red flag if a guy is not willing. Well, not a guy, but like if you are in a committed, y'all live together, y'all are married even. I think it should be okay to have the passwords to the devices and all the things as a, just a precautionary measure or a need to know basis.
I feel like if I have your credit cards, I have your ID, I have your social,
That
I have your
part.
whatever, I
That
feel like
part.
I don't need a password.
Well, shit, I want that too. I'm
You read,
saying if we locked in, if I got all
Sammy.
of that, you might as huh?
You read Swirl comment right away. I'm like, yeah, though, that's New York problems.
Wait, swirls?
She said she got to move her car before she get a ticket.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did
Yeah,
put
that's New
it
York. Yeah, you gotta make sure.
up.
Yeah.
Opposite side of the street part.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't miss none of that shit. Oh my God. Um, Okay, and then all right, this is the last one, but I do have some other questions. But this was fun. So this was a cute little segment, green flag, yellow flag, red flag. So last one, communicates very little during the workday. That's a green flag for me. I'd rather you be productive. I want to be productive and be working. So I'm okay if we're not distracting each other while we should be working.
That's a green flag for me too. I mean, I don't expect you to, but if you do, I mean, it's cool because honestly, I'll be engrossed in my work sometimes. And then sometimes I'll be like, damn, I'm gonna see you later anyway. So it depends on the relationship. So if it's long distance, and then, you know, if it's long distance, then you know you have to keep a routine, right? Routines help people feel more secure in long distance relationships. So, if it's part of the routine that I understand, you know what I mean? And plus, it's sometimes it's hard to sync together during the workday, especially if you're both working, you know. What do you think, Empress?
Oh, it's green for me. Green, yeah. Most men don't be texting like that when they're at work. Um, that I've encountered. Um, so yeah, it's green for me.
Enjoy, Nathan. Thanks for coming through. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Um, all right, y'all. So next question. Can someone in a serious relationship have a best friend of the opposite sex?
I gotta drop down real quick. I'll be back. Okay, so
Okay.
I hope I don't mess up the audio for y'all.
Oh Lord. Let's see.
You know what? I'm gonna just stay up and just be. Yeah,
Muted.
well, he said, and I'm paying. He said he going out to dinner. Y'all be good, and I'm paying.
That's what's up.
He's still pay. Oh, and Roasty said green. Okay.
No, no, this isn't green flag. This isn't the flag game anymore. We're back to questions now. We're done with the green flag, yellow flag, red flag segment. So we back on a question. Can someone in a serious relationship have a best friend of the opposite sex? She said
They
Nathan.
can. Yeah, people can. I believe people can.
Wait, but y'all said red flag to that question. If wait, wasn't that one of the questions?
That was X. If they
If they're
was,
still friends with an ex,
yeah.
okay, but you're okay with the best friend of the opposite sex? I think
Not
that
per
would be.
not personally, no. Personally, no. But like I know that for some people it works for them, depending on their situations. But if you're asking me personally, no. I wouldn't
Well,
like it.
what if they've previously slept together?
That's the same thing as like the ex. It's a red flag. No. Mm-mm.
What if the friend doesn't respect the relationship? Swirl done came back.
Swirl
Oh,
back.
yeah, she back in the chat. You could come up, sis, if you want.
Swirl got New York problems. But
She
but
said, "Hell
yeah.
no, I'm your best friend now. Facts. I want to be the best friend."
Right. You say what you said. What was the last thing you said? Like if they don't respect. Oh, if they don't respect the relationship, forget it. Oh no. Mm-mm. That person's working against you.
I don't think you should have a female best friend. I don't care. To me, that is a complete red flag. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. That's it. Period.
What?
Look at Blair Underwood. He was married to his wife for so many years, and he had a best friend of 20 to 30 years, and then got married to her after the divorce.
That part.
Please, I don't trust him.
What if your partner tells the friend personal details about your relationship?
I don't like. I don't like when people get advice from
I
like. I don't like that.
Mhm.
no. Why? Why?
Cause
If
if
you
you
if
if
we're
he
having if we're having issues, let's go to counseling. Why are you using that
Right.
person as a free
yeah,
therapist?
Yeah,
And
but
and
that's
that's
then they're
a
not
exactly
an
why I
expert.
said, hell no, motherfucker, I'm your best friend now. Nah,
Yeah,
I'm joking, but in all honesty, I feel like I kind of feel like once two people have agreed that the relationship is serious and the goal is for them to get married, or if a couple is married, I feel like the dynamic of friendships and stuff like that should change anyway, right? Because there should be boundaries in place and different things like that. So, with that being said, you know, and this is just my opinion. When I got into a serious relationship and we both established that it's not just going to be to play around or none of that, it was going to be for the goal of getting married. I felt like if I had, dudes that were good friends or whatever, I pretty much just kind of told them, like, listen, I'm in a relationship, you're going to have to respect it. You know what I'm saying? And, most in my opinion, most men would be like, okay, pretty much see you when I see you, because I feel like it just if you do keep the opposite sex as a friend, I feel like it starts to become a big conflict of interest because like when your significant other, you should be able to now talk to them about things. They should really honestly become your best friend. I joke about it, but they should become like your best friend. So there's really no need for an outside relationship with the opposite sex because, just keeping it real, like I can honestly say most of the male friends that I was cool with, um, I didn't sleep with them. We were just cool, but you could tell that they still, if I was to be like green light, they would be like go. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm pretty sure that's not everybody's experience, but I just feel like it can start to become problematic because if let's say I'm like, okay, I'm going through some shit, let me call my best friend and it's a dude, how is that going to make your dude feel? You know what I'm saying? Like bringing somebody else into y'all problems. It's just it's a big no for me. It's a big no for me because I just see it as it being problematic.
Me
You know.
too. I agree with you. And so Rose T actually answered the next question: who should establish the boundary, the partner or the friend? And Rose T, well, that she answered it before I asked it, but you guys can go ahead and chime in.
Yeah, I agree with Rosie because the partner has the majority of the responsibility to the relationship, and that outsider, whether it's a friend or not, is an extraneous party, so they don't have a duty to the relationship like your the two people that are in it. I agree with Rosie.
Okay. All right, it's a good one, y'all. Oh, Nathan said, I do have a best friend of the opposite sex, but it matters who you are as a person. All
Now,
right.
do y'all think that it changes uh it changes the whole thing if the two best friends, quote unquote, if they slept together?
Um, oh yeah.
Yeah, I think there would definitely be a difference in a couple,
In their dynamic, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't
Because I
know what
mean,
they're gonna be doing.
we're human, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what if they kicking it as best friends and shit, and they just reminisce on what it was, or you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just feel like you don't have to be a jealous person to even think like that. It's just that once you're in a relationship now, you should be considering your partner's feelings, right? And I'm pretty sure if it was the other way around, you would be like, damn, they done slept together. Every time you see them kicking it, or if he were like, oh, I'm going to meet my best friend, we're going out for lunch, that's going to be in the back of your mind if they slept together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think that's real sticky.
Because then I'm gonna have a best friend too, because that's how I am. I'm petty. I'm tit for tat. So you gonna have a best friend. I'm gonna have a best friend, and you gonna see how it feel, and that's it.
Lucky.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if that's what they really trying to push and they can't respect, like, nah, especially if y'all slept together and y'all been intimate before, like, hell no, nigga. And if you can't respect that, that would be an issue for me, then yeah, it probably won't work.
Mm.
Okay, the
Well,
next question is, we got a few more, y'all. Go ahead. What were you gonna say before I get to the next
I
one?
was gonna say that they'll see if it will work or not when I'm going out to lunch with my male best friend. That's all.
Right, right. All right. When do finances become your business? As at what point in dating do you need to know someone's financial situation?
Day one.
Day one. The
I don't
fuck?
day one.
That's
Day one.
invasive.
Day one. I want to, yeah, because you know what? You're going to talk, right? So you're going to say, oh, what do you do? What do you do? Like, you guys are probably going to gauge that within the first day of talking to each other, knowing what the
Yeah,
other person does.
Oh,
So that's like
Empress,
a natural thing.
that's a
Empress,
good point.
you hard
Oh,
on it.
I
You
thought when
hard
you
on that
meant
nigga.
like financial situation, I thought you were talking about things like credit score, like if they filed for, like that type of thing. I didn't know you meant like profession. That's different. I thought you meant like, building like a portfolio, like really get into the nitty-gritty of finances.
So, Empress, you don't think it'll be like a turn off to be discussing financial things like
I
on
mean,
I see
like
what she's saying. It's like, okay, if you meet someone and you're like, oh, what do you do for a living? And he's like, I'm a teacher. You kind of already gonna
oh
be like,
yeah,
okay,
You
yeah.
can
teachers range
gauge, right?
between, this amount per year or whatever. Like you can kind of
Right.
get a good idea
Oh
based
yeah,
off of
yeah, that's true.
the job
Yeah,
that they say, which
Okay.
is true. Which is true.
yeah, that's true because even by,
But
like,
now we. Oh, sorry.
no, that's okay. I was gonna say even by kind of like, what they drive and what they have on. I
Hmm.
mean, you'll get a
How
general.
they're dressed,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
But
saying?
now let's go a little bit deeper and we discuss credit, how much debt they have, the actual income spending habits, bankruptcy, child support, financial goals, that type of stuff. And I would have to agree with Rose T. Like, I believe at that point is when we're starting to share, mortgages and, all the things. Rose T said, now if he's on fries, I'm out.
But Ange at speaking of finances, Ange asked a good question earlier in the chat, and I don't think we answered it. And she asks, "What if he lives with his parents?"
That's a hard
Mm.
no.
That
Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah, I need my man to have some sort of responsibility on his
Yeah,
own.
that's
Yeah.
a no.
okay, but what if it's his house and the parents live with him, or like,
Yeah,
what if his
that's
mother live
fine.
with him?
It's a
But
hard no.
people be
Oh,
saying
it's
that
Swirl said it's a hard no still.
for
Yeah,
real.
Swirl ain't with it.
No,
Swirl
I'm
ain't with
actually
it.
okay with that.
No,
Maria,
I'm saying that because it pretty much lets you know what you up against. Because if out the gate, if the parents are living there, you got to be ready to pretty much handle the responsibility as well if you want to be with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I mean, it just depends on, it's the choice of the person. Me personally, I wouldn't want to go into a relationship long term if that's how it was looking.
but what if he has a good career and everything like that, and they have all the family living in one roof or
That
something like
means
that?
his career should afford him a separate residence for them folks.
Exactly.
Cause
Hard no. Okay, that
mm-mm,
means that he should have his parents pretty much
put up
set
somewhere.
where he
Hmm.
has a caregiver and all of that. So hard
Right.
no.
Yeah. I can't. You know why though? Because it's like you gotta be prepared to accept other people's personalities, and you don't know them folks like that. So while you might be getting to know this person, what if even if you get along with those people, do you want to necessarily spend a lot of time around them, live with them, share multiple nights of dinner with them because they're in the home? Like that you kind of
Exactly.
like what Swirl said, like you're signing up for him and them off the rip. Like,
I
damn.
don't know,
Right,
Can
cause
and
I get to know
it's
you
not about
first?
being mean or anything. It's just about life is full of choices. Is that what you're willing to sign up for? You know what I'm saying? You have a choice in the matter, and some people, just it's kind of one of them things like whether if someone wants to have children, if they, it's one of them things. You want
Oh,
to. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, some people choose not to have children because they don't want to bring them into the state of how things are now. And I feel like it's the same thing when speaking about relationships. If you're dating someone and then, a month later they tell you, like, listen, I do have a house, but, my parents are there, that you have a choice to be like, okay, well, peace out. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, for me, it's a hard no because mentally, I know once I sign up for that, I'm in it because that's how I am. If I'm
Or
in something,
Swirl.
I'm in
Swirl,
it.
you know what I just thought of, Swirl?
Hmm.
What if he's with them because he is, looking for his spouse and then he leaves it to them and then you guys get your own place. How that would could that work?
that's the thing I was thinking about
Oh, so you
too,
mean
because
like what if he's kind of in the process of kind of
looking
Like
looking
he's
for a
for
not gonna
a
move
spouse,
looking
out. He's not
unless
gonna
he's
move
married.
right. So
so
he's not
he's
gonna
looking
move
for a
out because
helpmate before he makes the decision to get his own house type thing?
No, no, no. I'm saying
Or
like, all right, he's in the situation, he's single, and it's okay because he's comfortable with his family, but he has the means to move out separately with you and leave them there.
I mean, if that's his thought process, as long as his thought process isn't, well, they're gonna just be living with us indefinitely type
Yeah,
stuff. You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So if his thought process is, I want to have them close by, da da da. I'm gonna be going over there to check on them every day, but they'll have a caregiver. If that's the case, then I would be more than willing. I'm not an unreasonable type of individual, but if he on the type of stuff like, I'm in this for the long run, and they're just gonna be here, I don't think I would want to sign up for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
And that's
But it,
okay because
yeah,
life is, at least he's giving me a choice in the matter and telling me.
yeah, yeah, I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, because it's tricky too, because just like Empress said before, that the parents are older, they could be in like their 80s and you don't have that much time with them, and then you might probably want them nearby or something, so it's just I don't know, it's just a tricky situation.
There's a lot of
Variables.
right, exactly.
Uh-huh.
It depends on both of y'all careers, if you even have time to deal with something like it. Just is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. But that was a good question from Ange. Okay. Um,
So, would you rather date someone making 150K who's terrible with money or someone making 60K who's financially responsible?
60K for sure.
150 and terrible, and I'll manage it for you.
thank you.
That was a good answer. I was saying 60K because
Pass
if
that
they if
over.
they're making
Pass it over here.
60K,
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'll just hand the check
that's a
over. We'll fix it. We'll
that's a
fix
good
it.
answer. But look at it this way too. If they're making 60K and they are financially responsible, then that money's gonna be flipped anyway.
Not
I
in
don't
this
know.
economy.
I don't know. I'd rather start out with the short thing and know that you making 150,
Girl, and then
and
on the
then
side he gonna be freaking frivolously
no, no,
blowing through y'all
no,
money.
because then it's gonna be this under new management.
Yes. That's true, Lucky. That's true. Pass that over here.
Look, she said, "Babe, I got this, babe. I got
Yeah,
this."
that's it. You'll be all right. Just, I'll give you a little something so you could go get lunch. That's it. Bye. Or you put some gas in the car, whatever.
Right now, swirl 60K. Oh, that
Who
is
said
not help.
60K?
Huh?
Ann said 60K?
No, no, no. That's what the question was. If they was making 60K but good at like what's 60K ain't doing nothing in
I
the
know, I
tri-state
know.
area.
Listen,
Nope.
60K is tight, is real tight. But if a person is, has financial intelligence, then you're gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna know how to flip that money through, whether it's through what am I trying to say?
But that
Through
flipping and that flipping stuff is risky, the way you really, you gotta like it depends on how much you keep, really. You know what I'm
Yeah, but I
saying?
mean, I mean, it depends on how you flipping it. You understand what I'm saying? If it's like in the
That's
housing market, if it's through stocks, if it's through, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of depends. It depends
it's
on
still a
what type of business you have
it's still a
going on.
gamble.
Yeah,
I
that's
rather
true.
I rather start off with the 150K because you be working and we know we getting that. And what if you get I
But
would rather
what if
get.
the dude be like, "Nah, this is my money, I got it." You feel me? Then what?
Well, then that's when it's a problem. Yeah. That's when we know that you ain't serious about life. That's it. You ain't serious about life.
Or the reason why he's financially irresponsible is because he's a gambler. So you think you got the finances on smash by budgeting, and he been blowing through the money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
But that
know.
that's when you know that he can't have access to the money.
See, but
That's
you can't do that to an adult. You can't tell him, no, you can't have access to the money. They're gonna be like, okay, well, we married, let's get a joint account, and he gonna blow through his
Uh-uh.
card.
Uh-uh. You know you could you know what? Let me be quiet. There's ways around
I
that.
already
Oh,
know what
what
you're
you
thinking. That's why
said?
I'm just joking around with you because I already know.
Hey, Rich, thank you. Y'all ready for the
See,
next one?
see what me and
Yeah.
Lucky did was we just automatically threw a condition on it. But you right, Swirl. That person might not give us the check, so we
Right.
don't
So
know.
so that's it. Access is denied too on my part too. That's it.
Right, right. It ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna
That's
work.
it ain't gonna work. That's it.
Okay. Is okay, dating someone with children. Is dating someone with children automatically more complicated?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Absolutely.
damn.
Absolutely. I would rather get someone with no kids.
Mm.
I don't even care if I got one, two, or three. I don't
You
want no
would.
kids on your side. But I
Mm.
know that's impossible. I know that's like a hard ask, but I'll tolerate it, you know. But you know, it's very hard. It's very rough. That's what I was like. And maybe there has to be a limited number. You know.
Yeah, I feel like it depends. Luckily, I haven't met anyone that had like a real dramatic situation with their, kid's mother. So I've never experienced that.
But I think even with the different personalities, because remember, you're gonna have more people in your relationship. So with kids. So, like
Yeah,
I can control my kids. Well, I can as long as they're in in my household, but I
right.
can't but when it's all those other influences going on, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's a little bit tricky. It's very tricky, and that's very complicated. That take a whole
Yeah,
episode.
that's
That's a
true.
whole episode on its own, I think, dating with
Very
children.
true. But I think
Yeah.
most
Oh,
people would
okay.
say,
Say less. Say
I,
less. Let
I
me
think
write
most
this.
people would say this is unfair for a person to request to be in a relationship with someone with no kids if they have kids. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's like the a thing.
Well,
So
it's not about what's fair, it's about what fits, and that's what fits.
So,
yeah.
so how long should you date before introducing your children?
Ooh, I think a while,
Oh, I don't
quite a while.
know. I don't know. But
Yeah,
how would you introduce them? That's the thing too, because the children, they're gonna know. They're gonna know, and it depends on how old the kid is too. Like, they
yeah,
know. You know, it depends. If you just say, okay, that's my friend. You know, I
Right,
don't know.
right. That
Yeah,
part.
that's a tricky
Well, I
question.
had I have a daughter, so I mean, I think if I just had my
My
son
son is
too,
always in my business, so
I think if I had just my sons, it probably would be the same. But um, I was like, they probably met literally outside of my ex husband. They probably met one person that I dated, and that's because I thought it was going somewhere, and it was literally about maybe 6 months. Cause I don't know. I'm kind of old school and all of that. Kids meeting different dudes type stuff and all. I'm not with it. I'm not. I'm just not
hey
with it.
sis.
Yeah, I agree with you,
You know.
Swirl.
I think you have to be extremely careful with that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you have girls. I mean boys too, but
Yes,
you know
yes, I agree.
you don't want to send the wrong signal to your children, and then in my situation, once I had gotten divorced, um they was already going through their own mental trauma. You know what I'm saying? So to
Mhm.
Right.
reintroduce, you just got to be careful. Kids are resilient, but at the same time, they know a lot. We underestimate them, and they know a lot, and sometimes it comes back as they become adults, they may remember things. So I'm real careful because I know how. And like I think Charles had said, I was watching a replay. He was saying um, sometimes we project our own things that we have been through onto our children, and that's absolutely true. But I know in my childhood, when my mother was, doing her thing and stuff like that, I just remember what I had to go through. So I was extremely very very careful with my children. Ain't no spending the night out, ain't no doing none of that. So to introduce a partner to them, I mean, we have to really be on the type of time we're gonna be together. Fuck all the games, all of that.
Right. Okay. All right. So, attraction versus compatibility. Would you rather have a 10 out of 10 attraction with mediocre compatibility or a 7 out of 10 attraction with amazing compatibility?
Give me an ugly nigga. No, I'm joking.
7 out of 10 is fine to me.
Seven, I could, yeah, 7 out of 10 is cool with me too. What y'all think, Chad? What y'all think? We want somebody that's fine with chemistry, compatibility, or you want somebody that's decent with amazing compatibility. Yeah, number two. Mm-hmm.
I think we all at the age where that super fine dude is like not even really that attractive anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, eye candy or nothing like that. I'm talking about mentally. Like, it's like once you kind of go through life, the shit that used to move you don't really move you no more. And looks is one of them.
Now, can attraction grow?
What do you mean
Yes.
for ugly dude?
Well, he's
Yes.
not ugly. He's all right. He not ugly.
Oh, for somebody that's I?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
7 out of 10 is
Absolutely.
all
Yeah, he
right.
could get
Okay.
up to a 10 based on how he treats you, how much money
Yeah.
he spends, how attentive
Thank you.
he is.
Empress is talking my language. Thank you. How much
Facts.
money? That's what I'm because all this
You,
compatibility, I think it I don't know. I'm
yo,
just
lucky is about the coin,
Yo,
okay?
For
Lucky said,
real.
show me the money.
like that's it. Like I'm sorry. Like when you don't have money, I don't care if you're the finest dude in the world. You're not sexy that day. I'm sorry.
I know
If
that's right.
you if you and then on top of that, the more money you get, the more
The
you
better
and
you
the but
look.
yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Thank you. That's
But
yes.
all.
Lucky, you got to
That
be careful because what if the nigga got mad cheddar, but everything else is trash. The way he treats you and all of that.
oh, that's different. That's different.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
yeah. Come on. I mean, that's a whole nother story. Of
Yeah,
course,
she
that
not
that
saying
doesn't.
he could be an asshole.
Right,
Yeah, no,
right.
that's
Yeah.
that ain't it
But
either.
but I ain't want no. I don't want no. I don't care if we have good chemistry. If you ain't got no cheddar, like that good cheddar, like if you're not making,
Look,
you know what?
Lucky
Let me
said
stop.
the money is making you wet.
Yeah, the
Okay.
money is making you. The money is making you because all
Yo,
that other stuff like treat me right, like that's like bare minimum. That's bare minimum. That's automatic. Period. You know. So
mm.
so what you earning to me, I feel like you need
Lucky,
to
you funny. I
that
swear.
that you know you gotta be making some dollars. Okay.
So
Yo,
you what you're
Maria,
saying is
when
that his
Swirl
his
said
money got to be super long.
Like you gotta be making like y'all gonna be mad at me in the chat. Y'all gonna be
Girl, you
mad
better
at me
not
in
be
the
talking
chat.
about no 6 zeros and stuff like that.
Oh, you
Say
mean like
it, Lucky.
millionaire? You mean like millionaire?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be a millionaire.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, no, no.
All right, so let me ask y'all this. Have you rejected potentially great partners because they weren't your usual type? Yes.
Yes, if they were broke, yes, I would reject.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank.
You see?
Look.
You see? You got rich
Shout
people in the chat. That's why you see? I like it over
I
here.
can't even see no
out to
comments.
Rose T. She just shook the motherfucking bushes, y'all. Thank
Mhm.
you for getting us 20 gifted memberships. Damn.
Mhm.
Thank you, girl. I love you, girl. Thank
Much
you. Thank
appreciated,
you.
See, it's nice
Rose
and
T.
classy over here. Look at Rose T.
Period. Oh my goodness. So grateful.
So
And she got
what's your
her You
number,
Want It With
Lucky?
Me shirt. I don't
Mhm.
know if she
Thank
rocked
you,
it
Rose
yet.
T.
What's your number, Lucky?
Dang, I knew you were gonna come circle back to that. I knew it.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. Y'all gonna be mad at me. I don't wanna say it. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Wow.
So we just gonna say that his money has to be long,
Empress, what's your number?
but not
Let me
long long.
Empress
What
is brave.
you?
Empress
Oh,
is braver than me.
oh, you got like I would say 140.
Thank you, Empress.
Ooh, okay.
Just because we live in the tri-state area, like, come on, y'all know
Mhm.
inflation
Yeah,
is it's hard out here. Like
I
you,
was scared to say it. I was scared to say it. I was
because
scared to
think
say
about
it.
it. Think about it, Lucky. The taxes, right? So you taking home
Mhm.
what 90 out of that,
Yep.
80, and
Mhm.
you got to be
Mm.
I
comfortable,
was
right?
I was gonna say 150. I was gonna say
Right,
150, girl.
right, right,
Mhm.
right. About that, about
Girl,
around
not
that.
That's
too
the
much. Not too much on the dudes. Not too much.
huh?
150? 150?
Yeah. What?
Mm. So you trying to say that you wouldn't be down for somebody that made a good 80?
A good 80 turns into 60 or 40 with
A,
taxes.
a yeah. But if it's a good 80 with oh man, but then potential, it's not guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be below I mean, even if you want to just go a little bit like 120K, it can't be below that because you're not taking home, but when you make 120, you're not going to take home but 80 or 90.
Okay, so are you talking about, you're talking about just his income, correct?
I think that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, just his income. Because what's
Yeah.
mine is mine's and what's his is mine's.
Oh
Right.
shit. Oh damn.
Right. That's what I'm
Mhm.
talking about.
my bad. I was muted. Have a great night. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank
We love
you.
you.
All right. That's forever 25, Rose T.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to her.
Mm.
Um, okay.
Sammy, what you
So
say? What's your answer?
for what?
How much
The
cheese, you
bread, the
know?
bread,
Yeah.
the
That's
luchi, the luchi.
like my partner's ideal salary, you mean?
Yeah,
How much
everybody
money?
drop your numbers in the chat. I know
The
everybody in the
money.
chat got a number. What's your money number?
I
The
mean,
cheddar, the cheese,
I
the
would not
bread, the
mind my
dough.
man making six figures for sure.
He has to make six figures, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying has to. But I wouldn't mind it. That would be a great, that'd be a great look.
You're not talking about a million six figures. You're talking about, you know.
No,
She
six figures is six
like
figures.
120,
Six,
120,
yeah, yeah,
100.
hundred
Yeah.
Okay.
thousand, yeah, 100K.
Tati says 89. Okay. Tati doesn't live in the tri-state area. I could tell.
Don't,
Well,
uh,
I don't know. I think she, let me not say nothing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
and,
shouldn't say
and
nothing.
mind you, we are taking these things into consideration. So, where if
right,
you live somewhere where the cost of living is cheaper and you could do 90 or 80 and you guys
yeah,
can make it work, then that's a personal preference.
Yeah.
Rich is a sugar mama. He said 50K, 50K minimum. I'll make the difference. You
see,
see that?
nah.
You
He
see
Wait,
is
wait,
that?
wait, wait,
definitely,
You
wait.
know
and he
what,
talks
Rich?
about that.
I'm kind of with Rich though because I
Rich
like
said
to
that?
I like to
Yes,
also
he did.
contribute.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, I like to
Rich
also
is
contribute.
okay being the breadwinner in the relationship.
Okay, well he's a man and he's in the LGBT community, so maybe they do things differently where both partner, maybe I don't know what his role would be, but yeah, he might be the more um established
Dom.
one in the relationship then if that's the case, yeah.
Two
Mm.
income household.
Well,
I'm not.
I don't know. I feel like because I always gotta work. I don't know. I just feel like I always gotta work.
Who said
Um,
anything about we stop working?
no, what I mean is, I feel like I have a pretty decent career and I don't really look at it as I be like, okay, let me put it on this bill or I don't know. I don't feel like, I'm gonna let my man just do it all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel
I
like that.
feel like the man needs to be able to do it all, and he needs to go out and work to keep his hands busy because idle hands are of the devil. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm a little bit different with that. I definitely don't mind. I don't mind helping out a little bit. Yeah.
Maria says it can't be less than 50 to 60K. Okay. Okay. You guys are so kind.
But once
What he
again,
said,
we're
bless
talking about
God.
Funny with the
location.
oh
Location means
Lord,
Okay.
everything too. You got to
What
remember
he
that.
said, bless your heart.
right? I'm with Lucky,
Because
man.
50K in New York is nothing,
Not
Yeah.
because you
much.
got to think
It
about
is not
the
much.
location.
Yeah, no. You gotta cuz think about it, like you would have to if you were with me, you would have to make more than me. Why? Because I need you to have some expendable income for me. So if
Right.
you don't have expendable income to take me out and to buy me things, and you don't gotta you're not gonna be like, overspending every month because we have bills. But if you don't have that expendable income and everything you have, like if you're making what 80K, everything you have will go to just the necessary resources. You're not gonna have no money to play with or to enjoy your life. So that's gonna cause a strain in the relationship.
Mm.
Wait,
Sorry, y'all.
wait. What did you say about playing?
Like you're not gonna have no money to play with, like do extra things with, like go out.
Well,
Mhm.
if the woman is working though, then her bread is not being spent on no bills at all,
What you
right?
mean?
If the woman is working and she makes a decent coin too,
Hmm.
and the man is paying all of the bills, that means that you basically get to keep your money, right?
But then that means that I always have to dote and buy gifts, dote on myself and buy gifts and do everything for myself. And then, like, where do you come in at as a partner?
Because he's letting you keep I don't know.
Let oh
Well,
no,
not let,
girl.
but what I'm saying is because he's taking care of all of the expenses,
Hmm.
your money is always going to be your money and it's going to be building. No?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but then like what I'm saying is that if he's doing the bills, right? So I look at it like this, say, for example, Swirl. A grown man is gonna have to live on his own whether he's with you or he's not with you. So to say that he's handling all the bills, he would have to do that whether he's not with you. So now I'm in a
That's a fact.
relationship with you. I'm in the house with you, free coochie every night or whenever, a few times a week. You get the benefits of having a woman, you handling the bills, something you would do on your own anyway. And then I'm just supposed to be like just happy with that. Like what else are we doing? Like
Well,
what else are we
no,
getting?
I don't no, I see what you're saying, but I
Happiness
think what
out of
I'm saying is so this is what I'm saying. So you expect him to make over and abund, like over and beyond, so he'll have more expendable resources, right? To obviously, dote on you and everything like that. So you expect you know, more of his money and plus yours you're always keeping too then.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
I would like him to have a expendable income so that, it's just not to the bills, and then that's just the bare minimum. It's just like, okay, you would do
Yeah,
this if you were
I
living.
get that. I
You'd
totally
be
agree.
doing it. You'll be having your own apartment doing this whether you was had a woman or not. And now you add a woman to the mix, and I'm just supposed to be happy with the fact that you paid the bills. What about like investing into me? Like
Yeah,
what in the
I get
relationship?
that. I get that. But I think I mean I feel like I kind of look at it a little bit different because I look at it more like a partnership and I'm not bothered if I chip in for a bill or something. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it a little bit different. Like I want him to definitely spend on me also, but I feel like if I got, my whole check or whatever, then, why not, alleviate a little bit of pressure off of him and pay a bill. I don't think that would hurt. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I don't think, yeah, no, I don't think it would hurt, like, if we're both making a good income for me to pay, like, the light bill or the electric bill, or, little things around the house, groceries, like I don't have to call him every time I need grocery, like little things that add up, because these things do add up. Groceries add up, the light bill adds up, whatever you may have, a water bill. I wouldn't be opposed to handling some smaller light bills, but like the major bills, I would want him to be responsible for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm not, I don't want to sound totally like I'm just like everything is on your shoulders and I don't. No, I definitely want to be a
I got
partner.
it. I just wanted to make sure you wasn't a gold digger, sis. Nah, I'm joking.
No, yeah,
Nah, I
no, I
understand. I get it.
definitely would want
I
to
get
be a
it.
partner, because I think Rich is saying something in the chat, which is like, what if the person loses it all, right? So you would, in order to be a partner, eventually it would be like sickness and health. So God forbid your partner went out on short-term disability, you would have to, take it up, right? I've never been in that situation, but I would think that if that man was holding me down for some odd amount of years, that I would reciprocate in that way. I wouldn't just be like, oh
Absolutely.
well, you don't
Yeah.
got the bills now, so it's F you. Like, I don't think that's fair either. So yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, y'all ready for the next one? Next question. Do I want to do that one? Yeah, that's not. What are your non-negotiables? So from each person, give me three.
Being broke.
That's a non-negotiable. All right, let's go around one time. So that was Lucky said being broke. That's a
She got to give you
non-negotiable.
three, right? She got to get. You said
Yeah, but
three.
just give one, and we're gonna go around three times.
Okay. You want to go next, sis? Empress.
Being deceptive.
Mm.
Being I don't know if I don't even think I could say that. Abusive.
Abusive.
Swirl, I thought that too. Yeah, I thought that. I had thought that too.
Mine is gonna be lazy.
That's good too. So lazy, broke, deceptive, and
Well, I think kind of like being lazy, but not doing what you said you was going to do.
Somebody talking?
A lack of follow through. He has like a lack of follow through, you know?
yeah, Lucky's talking.
Yeah, a lack of follow through.
Who just was talking? Empress or Lucky?
Lucky was talking.
This is
Oh, okay.
lucky. And I said a lack of follow through.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
kind of like being lazy, I guess, or maybe just not being ambitious. Like if we make a plan and you don't
No,
stick to the plan.
what that sounds like to me is they talk but don't do like that. Like
Yeah,
they
they talk
say
and they
do.
don't do. And also like what Rich is saying, bad hygiene. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, that's definitely a deal breaker. I'm mad that we even have to bring that up, but definitely bad hygiene. I think also bad
How many
teeth.
you taking?
Bad teeth is bad.
Now
Um,
hold up, because we got to be careful. Is it a non-negotiable or just a preference? 'Cause now it sounds like you listing preferences.
hygiene is not that's not a preference. That's a human right.
Yup, yup. That sure is lucky. That
What
sure
do you
is.
mean?
Yo,
It's not a
Lucky,
Lucky
what
is
happened?
funny tonight, right, Swirl?
hell yeah. I have to
There's
say cheating is
Oh
a
yeah,
deal
that's
breaker for me.
definitely uh
But
no, but
some people are in agreement with it. Like as long as he taking care of home, boom, he could cheat. But that's for me is a non-negotiable.
I'm sorry. If you cheating, please be expect to be cheated back on immediately. Okay, you'll be cheated back on. Okay, if you want to stay with me, if you expect me to stick around, we both gonna be cheating. I don't care. It's gonna be a toxic relationship. That's it.
Yo, Lucky, you saw when what's his name? Cam Newton said to Spice, "Oh no, you should cheat if it's something you want to do, but it's not something you should do just because I did it." And Spice was like, what she said? Something about, "Are you fucky fucky? I'm a fucky fucky too." Like,
She said that too.
yes. That clip went viral because it's like, no, like what men have this thing where they're like, "Oh no, cheat because you cheated, don't do it because I'm doing it." It's like, but wait, what? No, you doing it. What you
I'm
think
doing.
I'm gonna do it too. So
It's gonna go down. It's gonna go
right.
down. I'm gonna have to dust off the roster.
You stupid.
Right.
Nah,
Don't play with me.
I
Like
would
I feel
rather
like
that's how they.
leave.
I feel
I
You
like
would
would
if you
rather
rather
leave?
cheating,
leave than to
No, 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 no,
cheat.
no, 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 no. Don't
If
bring
you give
that
me
Donald
some
Jones
time,
shit.
I could be the man
Nah,
you
nah,
need.
nah,
Because you
no, no,
I'm
no,
gotta
not
no,
look
about to say.
no.
I
inside
feel
of
like if
me.
he's
And we've
cheating,
been
I'm out.
together since
I'm not
our
about to.
teenage
I'm not
years.
about to do all of that. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not about to do all of that. If you cheating, then go about your way. I'm not fucking with you. And then, but I'm not about to do like when I feel like when you start to do that retaliatory start type stuff, it just becomes a big
That
mess.
part.
And I'm not with it. I don't have
Toxic.
time for the mental
That's toxic.
toil or
Listen.
none of that.
Sometimes them need training. They need
Let me tell
training.
you something.
They
Women
learn
cannot
from
do what
pain.
men do. Mm-mm, that man is not going to look at you the same
Well,
way.
Lucky
What
is
you?
but
No, 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 no.
Lucky
Listen.
is bun for bun.
Yeah, stupid.
Listen.
Take it
All
from an
right, you know,
OG. It's not worth it. Girl, just go about your way. You know what I'm saying? And if you happen to find somebody else that you fucking on, okay. But to do it to retaliate, because he's gonna get exactly what he deserves anyway. So why stay and be like, oh, in the back of your mind, oh, I got my get back. No, like that's you know what I'm saying? Like,
But what
I
if
think.
you but Swirl, what if you not ready to leave and you stay,
what
right?
the thing
But
about
listen,
it
it's a
is
non.
niggas would cheat and they don't want to
Mm-mm.
fucking leave. So
No,
if
but
they don't want to
listen.
fucking leave, then
That's why
we
I
both.
said a non-negotiable for me is cheating. Once I find out that you cheated, I'm out. Period.
That's honorable. That's
There's
honorable.
nothing else
Yeah.
to talk about. I'm not taking
If
you
you
back.
want to stand by
None of
your
that.
codes and ethics, that's yeah, you
Yeah.
should.
Let's
And it's
keep it a buck.
probably because I've already experienced each of the scenarios. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right. That makes sense. That makes sense. But I would
You
like to know in the back of my
What's
mind
up,
that I got you
Polo?
back.
I'm gonna be too real for this panel. I'm gonna be too real for this panel. I'm gonna stop because people are already trying to be like, listen. You will be
Listen, Linda.
you're not the one. My son is not gonna say nothing to
All
you.
are welcome.
But
I
young
respect that
acting,
though. I respect the transparency, the honesty, and all of that. You
it
know,
is what it is,
just
because that's
because
how
you're
they gonna
saying that you would
learn.
do something different, it does not mean that it's wrong. It just means
Okay.
that that's your preference. You feel me? Everybody is at different stages in their life, and you know what I'm saying. Whatever you
Hmm.
feel you need to do to make that shit toxic or whatever, you just you know what I'm saying. That's your personal. I'm not gonna judge or say that you're wrong about that. I'm just saying from my standpoint and my experience. It would be just too much for me to deal with at my age. I'm not trying to go through all of that.
Cause listen, when you get cheated, if you ever have been cheated on, right, that is not a good feeling, right? You feel so, I mean, we know that most of the time when a man cheats, it's really not about you, it's about them and blah blah blah. But you just want to feel better. So I feel like if you get your get back, you doing double duty, okay? You doing you
But
gonna feel better.
are you really gonna feel good about yourself is the question. You think you
If he
will?
Yes, I will, because I'll be picking somebody probably either on his level or better.
Okay.
I'm not picking just a boy toy. I'm picking a plan B.
So then after you cheat with whoever you cheat, like, you know, somebody that's better, then what? After that point, because you decide to stay in a relationship.
You- Let me tell you, most of the
Like, I
time,
mean, do you
sometimes
think
this shit happen and don't the man don't leave. They don't leave. They don't leave sometimes. They don't leave. They
right,
still
but what
stick
I'm saying is
around.
after that point, like then what? Do you feel like the situation itself of him cheating got resolved or like what's the resolve?
Well, it will come out in the wash at couples counseling, but I still got to get my get back.
Okay. Okay.
And that's it. But I've always been like that. I've always been like that. I've always been like a rule breaker. That's just my personality. I've been the one to say, "I'm going out tonight, mom, and I'll take the beating later." So
Oh Lord.
don't
Oh
listen to
Lord.
me. Don't listen
Wow.
to
Yeah,
don't listen to me.
everybody has their own.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
I've
Thank
never
Okay?
been
you.
Don't
a
listen to
vindictive. I'm just not a vindictive person. Like a
I
get
don't
back
Me
think
type
it's
person.
being
either.
vindictive. I don't think it's being vindictive. I don't think it's
Well,
being
I mean,
vindictive.
it
You
is
did what
because
you did.
vindictive
You did
means
what you
that you're
if he
vindicating that you're basically like vindictive is almost synonymous with revengeful.
well,
I
he
would
should have thought
say
of.
I would say it's retribution and justice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's
I'm
what I'm
sorry, I'm a
saying.
Libra. It's
I,
retribution and it's
if
justice, and
if
my soul
he
Yo,
will
I'm
sleep better at
hollering.
night knowing that
exactly
we
knowing
both
that
did it.
thank you, thank you, thank you,
And I
Empress.
ain't
Thank you
gotta
for
tell
keeping
and
it
Charles
and
100.
said,
I
Charles
got a
and
said you
people
just
question.
live in
made
the
it an open relationship.
No,
So
and
what
how
people
is
live
if
it?
in the
No, it's
chat
not being
saying
an open. It's not being an open. He did his thing first. He started with me first. So
yo?
I'm gonna do
Okay.
the it's
exactly.
So what if the dude that you cheat on him with, right? What
I ain't
if
gonna start the cheating.
I know, but what if what I'm saying is what if the fucking sex is like on a whole nother level and you actually like it or love it better than
well, we'll
your
cross that
partner?
bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where
Y'all
you
are
going with this
ruthless.
world? Finish this the sentence. Where we going with this? Say
What
it
if
again.
the guy you cheat with got better sex than your man?
Yeah, and you can't stop thinking about them, and you know now get
Oh.
back done turned into
Right.
y'all meeting up, y'all.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
That's
Now
why
at
we
that
said. That's
point,
why I
it's no
said the
longer
couples.
retribution.
That's
Now
why.
it's go
That's
ahead,
why the couples counseling comes in. Then we do the couples counseling thing. It'll come out in the wash, and
girl.
whether
But
we
that's not
stay or
gonna
we
stop
go.
you from fantasizing while you at work. That ain't gonna stop you from. You feel me?
Well, you know what? You know what? He did it first. He should have never pushed that domino. And you know what? Once I do it, it ain't gonna do it again. You will
Ah.
see how it feels, and that's it. Like it's your fault. You should have never did it.
So are you gonna keep
Mm.
sleeping with the dude? With his sex that is better than your partner?
think what I would do, I would try to take some of the techniques he used
You
and
know
train
Man,
what?
my
Lucky, you
partner.
ain't shit. Now come on. Now we bridging off Lucky. Lucky.
Lucky toxic as
Lucky,
fuck.
you a man. You a man. You a man,
Lucky,
because
Right.
that's what
you
men do.
you the illest man. I swear.
Lucky said she going to use
Right.
take the moves and go put you diabolical with it. I didn't even
Your
think
damn
I
game
didn't
is
think it
like
out
a
that
straight
far,
up
Lucky.
nigga.
I
You
didn't think
gotta
it
behave
out
like a
that
man.
far.
Yo. Well,
But
guys.
he
Oh
did it
wait. Hold
first.
on. We got
He
somebody
did it first,
backstage.
Charles.
Hold
That's the
on.
thing.
All right. We got Polo's Porsche. Welcome, Polo.
What it do? What's up, ladies? What's up, Lucky?
Hey, what's up,
What's
Polo?
Empress
up,
friend.
Polo?
Man, you missed the
Working.
whole
Hey,
show,
Polo.
bro.
Oh
For
shit. Nah, nah.
real.
Hey man, I was chopping it up with your husband, my twin. You know what I'm saying? We was kicking shit. But
Whose
yeah,
husband? Oh, Ben?
yeah. We was kicking shit. We was kicking shit. So, I'm here now. I'm pulling up. And I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna jump in. I don't know what
You
y'all
said
talking about.
husband.
Well,
Different.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Oh,
we've been here over 2.5 hours, and that was really like we were wrapping up the discussion. I think the people
Oh,
are tired, because the people are starting to leave and say goodnight, and
okay.
Oh, okay.
so
yeah. I gotta
yeah,
hop down. It
All
was
right.
wonderful
Well,
talking to you,
I love
ladies.
y'all.
Wonderful chopping it
I
up.
love y'all.
love you too,
Um,
Paula.
All
I
right.
wish you
For
were here
sure.
because we had a great time. I want to thank all the panelists. Even Ben came through. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened, but he dropped down and left.
Hmm.
Um, but I think what's important, Polo, I get what you're doing, and you want to see something. We have a very hard time like communicating, and I think I think I'm owed an apology in some way, and I don't think he sees that he has done anything wrong. But
Hmm.
I another thing is, I'm tired of fighting with people over my channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anything to do with the black tea sector, and he seems to be very, invested. Both him and Phantom seem to be invested in that sector, and
But
I know, huh?
Sammy, you're not gonna be like the not to where you one of these motherfuckers that keep talking about I don't want the black tea, I don't want the black
Hold
tea
on.
sector, but
No,
yet
no, no, no,
you're
no.
oh
I've already proven this whole entire week. Every time I've gone live, I've been focused on my topic and my content that I'm bringing to YouTube. I'm not discussing anyone over there. I don't want any engagement or interaction with anyone over there. And that's how I'm making my separation. Unfortunately, it has to be like that. I don't have to engage with anybody I don't want to engage with on here. I have that right. I don't owe them anything. They can
what do
talk
you
about me all they want. Sammy don't have to respond. I don't want to fight with them. I don't want to smoke with them. I just want to do my content, and that's it.
but do you consider me and Ben black tea? Like do you consider us that?
I don't
Like
consider you black tea. No, I don't. You are a variety of sectors. However, when he's constantly like Two Train talking about Melanie Jones and Cleo, and these are all my ops. These are women that I don't get along with. So it's annoying to me that he keeps doing that, and like you're still welcoming, and that's fine. And that's what I'm saying. If that's what he wants to do, but don't expect me to continue to be okay. I'm tired of fighting with those people. I don't want to talk to them anymore. I don't want to, like, I'm done. I'm done with that shit.
okay. And you got people like me and Lennox and other motherfuckers that we follow you wherever you do. Like Sammy, you know that. Like whether
Right,
you
and that's what
trying
I'm saying. I just wanna, and it's he can do what he want. I ain't trying to change nobody. I always say that. I tried, but he got to understand. I've been dealing with these people for years. I'm over it. I'm done. And for the past 3 months, he tried. He says he tried to get us to kumbaya. It's not gonna work. It's just stop. Just stop. It's okay. Leave them where they at. I'm where I'm at. Like it's cool.
yeah, he knew. He knew. And I ain't saying this excuse. But he knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Uh yeah, just keep doing your shit then, man. I'm gonna
Yeah,
fuck with you
because at
regardless.
this point, it's business. It's
Yeah, yeah.
and I hate to say this, and I don't want people to take. I hope those of y'all that really fuck with me understand what I'm saying. But in that type of situation with that sector, it is business over relationships. I am
Hmm.
so grateful that I've walked away with the friends and the connections that I have made, but the
Right.
rest of that is toxic, it's negative. Let them
Yeah.
hate, let them talk. Sammy don't want to, I'm not engaging anymore.
I mean, and it say like tomorrow live supposed to be like about me and being on some shit, and it's like, bro, okay, like leave us alone, cuz like if motherfuckers don't leave us alone. So
Wait,
I get you, Sammy.
whose live is supposed to be about what?
Phantom said it was supposed to be today, but motherfuckers be coming in derailing it. But it's supposed to be about me and being doing like a revamping
Oh,
tour.
that's what he meant by the
The
twins.
twins, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he was talking about you. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's
Hmm.
all the type of commentary he's doing is on that sector. His channel literally has become the new gathering spot. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's cool, and that's
And it
cool,
is
and that's
cool.
cool. But
And it
I
is cool,
don't
but
fuck with it. I ain't
I have
never been over
come.
there.
Yeah, no, I'm not, I have to disengage just cuz I'm getting tired of that shit. It's just
Um,
nonstop, constant. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, let them have that. I'm cool. Like, I need to focus on what's going on over here anyway.
Yeah, especially with you, Sammy, because you really are different. Like you really
Thank
are a
you.
star. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
thank you,
Like you
Polo.
really are a star. And the same thing, like what I'm saying, motherfuckers don't understand. Starting and my Shawty, we ain't together or whatever, but Shawty is a star. Like you can go anywhere. Y'all can go in any sector and make like y'all are stars. So I
Thank
really
you.
want y'all to like how she had to get away from that shit. You gotta get you may gotta rebrand yourself. I don't know, but it's like when you to start, people will follow you, and it may be
Thank
slow.
you.
It may be better. And I tell you this all the time. Me and him are like you and her are like we all are like. I mean, I don't know what to say. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
no,
But
I get it.
you gotta get out of it. You gotta, and it's gonna be slow at first. But
Right.
wherever you go, people will grasp. Like that girl can move anywhere, and people will grasp onto her. Like you can
Yeah.
move anywhere, Sammy. It will be slow. You gotta get out of this. 100, 200, 300 alive.
Yeah,
You
I'm
might not
okay
have
with that.
500
I don't.
alive. Yeah.
Polo, I've been doing this for, I go through these waves and flows, man. That's the problem when you focus on that sector because they do think that they control your numbers and all that other stupid
Yeah,
shit, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
we go through this every time, and then when I move on, they all start coming back, and then I get more. That's just
Mhm.
the name of the game. So I'm gonna just keep doing the work, keep showing up. It could be 5 people in my chat,
Mhm.
it don't matter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As long as I'm just, continuing to do my thing, like we here and it's been going great. We've been having this whole week has been great shows, great conversation, great
Mhm.
engagement. The community is growing. And yeah, I would just I try to talk to him and tell him like, yo, if you really trying to do this shit, like, it's business over relationships, and that's just what it is at the end of the day. And if you are gonna have relationships, let them be beneficial in this way, mutually beneficial. There's nothing
Mhm.
wrong with
Mhm.
that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I
There's
mean,
there's no ego when all of this. Oh, I gave you motion and all of that. I don't even think like that. But I'm just saying, when we look at the reality of things, you know what I'm saying. I think we both have had
yeah.
a good run, and I don't know. I just we gotta move forward. We gotta move forward and
Yeah,
stop
man,
trying
it is crazy because I really get what you're saying. But it'd be out of nowhere. It'd be out of nowhere. A motherfucker be like, "Hey, I'm watching you." I'm so like today, bro. It might be like 11 of us, but a motherfucker might come out and be like, "Paula, I'm so proud of you," and I'd be like,
to.
"Oh shit!" It'd be like little stuff like that.
I think I
You
seen you
never know
playing
who
a
watching.
you were
You
playing a
never.
game over there the other day, and I was like, that's what's up. It looked fun. I didn't get to see like how the game goes or whatever, but just things that's bringing people together, having a good time is really, really good. And I
And
see
it's
that's
good.
what you do over there.
Yeah, and it's good to like because I made a song today, season Saturday. Like I can get with the shit. I can get with the arguing. You know what I'm saying? But then
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. You want to kind of like Sammy, like to me you are the most diverse. Like I strive to be like you. Like it's
Thank
just best to
you.
be over like just open up overall. Whether you do your cooking, like bro, just
I'm
different.
thinking about
Everybody
cooking
go home.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, make
Mhm.
a Sammy's Sunday service. I don't know. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
Polo,
But
can I
for
say one
real.
thing? Polo, can I say one thing,
Oh,
please?
oh,
No, I'm not coming at you. I'm not coming at you. I'm just asking if I could say one thing. I
yeah.
think right now, at this point in time, being that everything is still fresh, right? And Sammy trying to get out of that sector, and with her doing the content that she's been doing, I think it's quite obvious that people do follow her because Sammy is a likable type of person. But and there's gonna still be people that enjoy and probably engage with that sector. But I feel like as long as she does not entertain it, meaning somebody comes on the panel and they want to talk about it, or they want to keep pretty much like dragging it on day after day, and she's trying to steer in a different direction, I feel like there's going to be a certain point where either people are going to weed themselves out. If if people truly want um peaceful content, and they want to be in a safe space and all of that stuff, and they see that that's Sammy's true intention, they're going to stay around. If people don't really like it and they want to continue to be entertained by beefing or whatever it is, then I just feel like people are going to weed themselves out. Right now it is quite difficult because there may be people in the valley of decision, they may be, I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But um I think that she still would be successful with eventually getting out of that sector's algorithm, because that's how the algorithm works. If she continues to do content that has nothing to do with speaking on certain people, or and different things like that, the algorithm is going to have no choice but to place her in a different. That's how YouTube does. That's how they decide who goes where. And the fact of the matter is, if she continues not to entertain things, and she truly has a heart to want to make a change, and just then that's what's going to happen. That's why earlier in the live I commended her, and I was like, I'm proud of you because let's face it, people can say all the time that they don't want to be part of that because it's about beefing, dragging is negative, but a lot of people, get pulled back in, and that's very easy to do. It's very easy to do, especially when your name is being brought up and different things like that. But all I'm saying is that I believe in Sammy, and I believe that if she truly has a heart with wanting to actually start making other content, I believe that she can do it, you know? So that's all I had to say.
Hell no. She got to bring in. Hey man, you got to. Hey, you never forget where you came from. So you got to bring us with you. You know what
Good
I'm
night,
saying? The
Swirl.
good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. Hey, you can't forget us though. You can't be like,
No,
oh,
that's not
well,
ever
I'm
gonna
cutting y'all
happen.
off. I'm cutting y'all
Nah,
off.
that's not
Let me
ever
go over
gonna happen.
here.
I still support you. I still support everyone, in some way. In some way. Sometimes
Can
my
y'all hear me?
support yeah, we could hear you, but can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, okay, I can hear you now. Okay, good.
Okay. But some of my support is louder for some than it is for others, and sometimes it has to be like that. Like the way these people move, like I'm just tired of it. All the stalking bullshit, they following you around the app and shit, and
As
just fucking with
long
you.
as long as Sammy is going to be attached to Ben, people are going to have negative stuff to say about her. It's not a good look.
Man, people been
Period.
having negative shit
No,
to
but
say
it's adding
before.
on.
No,
It's
no,
going to
it's been
add
no, it's been
It
on.
going
doesn't
on
it
before.
doesn't
It's been
help
going
them.
on before. It's
It
been going
doesn't.
before that big motherfucker even came around. Like, are you
Yeah,
new? Like,
but
I don't know. How long you been around for?
My
I don't
biggest
know.
issue is the association with the women that I don't get along with. That's a very big issue for me. And I just think that I don't know what happened, but it's like we can't seem to talk anymore. You know what I'm saying? We getting frustrated with each other when we talk now, and it wasn't like that. I think the dynamic has changed. And yeah, I
because he
just
doesn't listen. That's the problem. He's always
yeah.
over talking Polo. You know that. You know that,
Yeah,
Polo. You know that.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah, um,
Yeah.
And I know you here
yeah.
for your twin. I know you mean, but he don't listen. That's the ish. That's
Right,
really the,
I,
the root
I mean, what
cause.
the fuck? Right, you know that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like I told, you remember how the other day how I told y'all, I tell women how I am straight up. I tell y'all, I'm jealous, I'm crazy. I tell you straight up, bruh. And either you gonna deal with it or you not. I feel like he probably told you straight up the way he is. Don't say, oh, motherfucker, me telling you straight up what's going on.
Mm.
So what about that? Can that be a topic? What if they tell you the red flag straight up, and you say, "Oh, well,
That was kind of the
I
conversation we had about loving someone's potential. That falls under that because you
right,
can tell
right,
me about the red flag. Well, in a couple weeks, I'm about to get this job. I got you, baby. I'm gonna give you some money for the groceries. You waiting, you hoping, you waiting for things to get better and improve. And when it's just not. You're not seeing that. You're not being reassured. You're not, the actions are inconsistent. Um, you know what I'm saying? The lack of communication. It's like where, where is someone to feel confident in something like that?
you
Ugh.
already confident, Sammy. You don't need a motherfucking fit. You confident enough,
I'm talking
motherfucker.
about in a
Uh,
relationship though, or in the, whatever, you know, I'm just
you
saying.
you ain't confident when you up here cussing bitches out and all this shit. You confident in a motherfucker then. You know
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying? You
See,
oh
not
okay.
understanding.
Cat and bitch, you
Okay, so
confident in a
imagine,
motherfucker. You confident in a motherfucker.
look at who you naming, Pete. So imagine doing that and you swinging and fighting, and then your nigga over there talking about, yeah, baby mama caddy, yeah. Meanwhile, this bitch was just up there cursing your girl out. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that shit is crazy. Stop it. Nobody's gonna be cool with that. They wouldn't be cool with it. All these bitches laughing at me, talking about how he, like they could have a better
Yeah.
situation with him than I do. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come on, don't nobody want to be
So
they
why you
nigga making them
okay?
look
Okay, so
crazy.
then, so then, so then, so then, so then, why in your head you can't be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Let me make this shit into some money. Let me make this shit into some content, nigga. You want to fucking
No,
play?
no,
Okay,
I got
okay,
dignity,
okay, okay.
nigga. Fuck
All right.
out
I
of
get it,
here. And at
because
the end of the day, I'm the motherfucking queen. The fuck is
uh,
we talking about?
yeah. Um. Oh wow. Um. All right. So fuck it. So all right. So fuck it. Right. So you trying to go. Okay. So you trying to go into a different sector, which trust me, I get. My
No,
thing is,
I'm
I'm
not
trying to.
trying. No, no, no. I'm just working. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm letting the app do what the app does. I'm
Yeah.
utilizing my tools. I'm using hashtags. Wherever the
Right.
fuck I land is where I land. Whoever's watching is whoever's watching. I'm not targeting anything specific. We just working. We just grinding. That's what we
I love
doing.
it, and I like how, and I really like how you was like, hey y'all, I don't know, you might want, man, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but how you was like moderators, that those folks that mean no good, I like that shit. Like
Yeah, like,
that's
cause
gonna
it
really
be
change the algorithm right there.
Yo, and I gave him that advice even
Mm-hmm.
because I saw it. You know what I'm saying? These people will rage bait the fuck out of you, and they will intentionally put shit in the chat to
Yeah.
distract you, to get you to say something. And I saw where it was going. Was that earlier today? I think that was this morning. So this is me looking out. Yo, kill that. Stop. You already going somewhere that this is where they want you to go. And if they report your shit while you live, you gonna get that suspension. I just dealt with that shit where I was suspended for 7 days because of this bullshit. It's just
I
not
know
worth
how to
it to
go.
me. The
Yeah.
striking of the channels, the doxing and digging into your personal life.
Yeah.
These it's not worth it to me.
Man, let me check. So when I left you last night, right?
And you just
I had
calling it and welcoming it to you. Like, no, I can't. I'm
yeah.
trying to go over here. Like, no,
For
I
real.
don't, I can't, I don't want
And
to
that's
be
the
in that
part.
space.
And she said, what I want you to know is that just because you want to like switch games up, that don't mean that shit gonna be easy. I left you last night, right? And I
Hmm.
left because I went to bed. I left bed, and we came over here to you, okay? And then when I left you, I went into two other channels, right,
Hmm.
bruh? And I don't want to say these people. They got the entire shit out of me. Two
What?
channels, yes.
That's crazy.
A different sector, a completely different sector.
Why
I'm going
though?
live as soon as I left here. I went to bed. And then I left bed. Me and Ben came over here, and then when I dropped down on here, I went on one. Boom, completely doxed the shit out of me, right? And I'm like, oh shit, because once you get,
Hmm.
I don't want to fucking drop down. So I'm kicking shit. I'm like, fuck this shit. Go to another one. Go to another completely different sector. Boom. I mean, first name, last name, age, address. That's the complete fucking shit out of me.
Mm.
So I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So with Sammy, I just feel like
Yeah,
and
what's up?
because you try to you try to get to know people, but then that brings me to the motherfuckers that fuck with you, fuck with them. Sammy, motherfuckers. I know me, Maria, Tanika, like people do got memberships. Do some membership shit. I don't want
Yeah.
to be paying $4 a month. You ain't did shit in fucking 4 months. It probably longer than that.
I
You know
feel
what I'm
you.
saying? Yeah, because like I said, I go around other people's shit and get dots the fuck out of. Then it makes me feel like, well, damn, let me go back home. Why am I going home? Yeah, what the fuck am I paying the membership and you ain't doing shit to benefit? Like, come on, man. Get it, jump into your benefit, your membership, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah.
do got hella memberships out here.
Who doxed you though?
I went to two different men because I'm trying to be around some men and bring some men in. These are niggas. Cause these
What?
are yeah, these are niggas. And this is like me hitting a panel, like on panel. But also, I went, fuck around the most three sector was the first people to dox me. You know, yeah. So
Oh.
I kind of like branch back the Mo 3B sector type shit. Because I want to bring
Oh.
some dudes around, and I mean, god
Oh,
damn.
that,
So
yeah,
yeah,
cute, yeah.
and they pulled up on me, man. The most they pull up. Them up, hey man. I went to a restaurant. It was like three hoes. They pull up, y'all. When they say they really, really pull up, like pull up on you. These hoes
But I'm
pulled up on
saying,
me.
like, what did you do though? Did you start some
I was
shit?
scared as shit. Hell no, I was motherfucking scared as fuck. But I'm at home, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a restaurant inside my apartments, you know what I'm saying? The New Orleans spot shit. And these bitches pulled up on me, and they was like staring at me type shit. And I didn't know. They start pulling out their phone record because I'm by myself. I went and got some motherfucking oysters and shit. Some oysters and Coronas and Coronas and shit. And then they surrounded me. So they surrounded me. It's like three girls, right? And they like ghetto and shit. And I can tell they ain't from here. The most it's like a southern. It's like like Texas, but like that nigga in Texas or some shit. So I could already tell the motherfucker's not from here, right? And they just like it's like three of them, three like ghetto ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this place is inside my apartments, so I'm cool. I know. And they just like staring at me. Then they start like pulling out their phone. So they're going live, going live, recording at me. Man, I cannot make this shit up, y'all. And damn, my shit done went out. Yo, god damn. Hello, hello, hello. Ain't this a bitch? Yo,
Can you hear us?
shit.
Can Oh, Lucky just dropped. That's probably damn. Well, that was Polo's porch, y'all. Oh boy. You know, shout out to everybody that hit the panel. Listen, it's no hard feelings, man. I hope that we can, um, just be friends and be cool. Um, I would like that. Ben is a cool guy, and I hate what's going on, but this is what that sector does, and to just keep calling for people and wanting to keep just making your channel about them is just, I don't understand that, and that's not what I want to be in alignment with. So we'll see if we could just you know just talk or whatever or not. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for another great show tonight. We had a good time. I think we need to do more of green flag, yellow flag, red flag. I think we need more of that. That was really fun. Thank you to everyone that participated. You guys are amazing. Thank you to Rose T again for gifting 20 memberships tonight. That is a big deal. Polo's right. I need to get y'all some content. I need to get into my bag, and I need someone that's going to keep me motivated and uplifted and just, keep me focused on the bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't need anybody like, you know, their idea is to fight and to keep mess going. And I don't need to be associated with that. That's not, enough is enough already with all of that. So I'm cool with that. Um, so yeah. All right, y'all. I love you. God bless you. I hope you have an amazing night. Yes, he's going live? Rich is going live? Rich going live, y'all? Hold on. Hold on. He got something scheduled? I don't see it. Okay. I don't know, but all right. No, I don't see nothing scheduled, y'all. All right, you guys. I love you. Have a great night. God bless you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to cook. I'm thinking about it. We're going to make something good, have some fun, get in the kitchen. All right, y'all. Good night. Look, they want more. Somebody go live. We've been here 3 hours. I'm done. Enjoy the replay, y'all. Peace. See you next week. I'm sorry. Good night, Empress. Thank you for joining me again. Shout out to Lucky. Shout out to Richard, Polo, Swirl Gang. Who else was up here? Shout out to Ben. Um, everybody that came through. Rose T, everybody. Tati. Love y'all. Thank you guys. Good night.